That's some weird fucking music.
Shh. Hey,
2
Sorry,
minutes.
my bad.
We got
I shouldn't have
2
sent you that
minutes.
link. God.
Something about trucking. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Your trucking music. I don't know.
I'll just sit here and behave myself.
I doubt that. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Friday Night with
Hey.
Friends. Hello to Neil. Blue was in. I guess he left. Serenity Kitty. John Weiss just got in. And our favorite girl, Millie X, live from Australia, mate. Yep. I had bopping music going on. I wanted to go with something a little slower tonight. It's been a weird week. But welcome, everybody. So, Neil found the right place. It's Saturday for Millie's. It's Saturday morning over there where she is in Surfville. I'm going to get her on one night. I'm going to get her on, give her a link, and let her squeeze in here. You only need a phone to get in. I should. Jason Goes popped in. So, Millie, what's keeping you from coming on the live? I can send you a link. If I send you a link, will you come in? You can bring the dog. I'll let her think about it. Happy Friday night, everybody. Today, we are going to talk about other stuff to do at Forgotten Angels other than hanging out at the campground and eating. So, Steve just welcome in, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
There he is.
So, we're talking about stuff. All right, so other than...
Yes, it's got something to do with motorcycles and long trips on motorcycles and
It does.
being on a motorcycle trip and what you shouldn't bring to a motorcycle trip or something of that nature.
Now we're just talking about where to ride to. So, I think we've beat up all
On a
the other
motorcycle
topics
trip?
for now. So, yep.
On like a 10-day motorcycle trip, what you should always have.
So you're saying you're taking a 10-day motorcycle trip to come to Forgotten Angels?
Hey!
If I'm taking a 10-day motorcycle trip,
10
it's gonna be
days?
out into the middle of the Pacific. I'm going to start in California, and I'm going to end at the beaches where the water hits the sand, and I'm just going to keep going out into the Pacific for 10 days. I don't know if I'll get there.
You probably... I mean, you'll get somewhere. I mean,
I don't know how far I'll get.
you'll get somewhere.
I'm a little worried. Are you going on a cruise, or is there something we need to know, Steve?
Going straight to the ocean.
Okay.
No, I think Steve's going to come see us. So,
Okay.
as usual, I had people will not be able to make it tonight. I think Dr. Andrea was going to come on tonight, and she had to cancel at the last minute. She decided to go riding instead. Go figure. Can't blame her. If this wasn't my show, I'd probably go riding tonight too, because it's a gorgeous night outside.
It is here, too.
I don't want to give you guys any ideas, though, so welcome in. All right. No, Doug. Stay where you are.
She was chatting with me yesterday on Instagram back and forth. She is hilarious.
Who, G-Mom?
No, Andrea.
Oh, Andrea. Oh, yeah. She's a hoot. I loved having her on. She was all laughs and giggles the whole time. Joe, welcome in. Nice to have you on.
What's up, gang?
We are doing motorcycle stuff. Welcome to it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, luckily, our resident Floridian popped in just in time to talk about tonight's theme. So, we've talked about things to do at Forgotten Angels, what to bring to Forgotten Angels, and where to go eat at Forgotten Angels. Tonight, we're going to talk about all the other places to go around Tampa and Valrico while you're trying to entertain yourself at Forgotten Angels. So, number one for me.
I mean,
Well, since it's my show, I'm going to start because I got to do this. So, Ride Factory. I need another shirt. And if Steve shows up, I might talk him into getting me one. So let's do that. Hey, look, he's wearing a shirt. Yep, I definitely have to go back. I haven't seen Rocket in almost 2 years. I'm sure he misses me. So that's where I'm going.
he's a hairy little man whore. You know that.
Oh, I know. He's a lover. He's a lover and a pooper. But either way.
Side question: how far into this am I allowed to cuss?
1 more minute.
YouTube question.
1 more minute.
Somebody's already screwed the pooch on that
Are you
one.
looking by GMA rules or everyone else's?
Well,
Like, there's actual rules on YouTube, I think.
well,
Uh-huh.
I had a pop up. I had a pop up alert when she said that, and then the pop up said, "Oh, it's Gmon. Never mind." So, I think we're okay.
How about the trucking music? I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, just let me know.
I'm
when
sorry.
out.
Trucker 2 times. Welcome in. All right.
Hey,
So we're there.
Perfect timing.
All right, Joe. So where, since you're the resident Tampanian, is it a Tampanian? Floridian?
well,
St.
it's not a
Pedian.
tampon.
It's a St. Pedian. Ah, okay.
Yeah, St. Pedian. I'm what you call a gray market import, I guess you would say. I mean, you know, we live in St. Pete. I drive back and forth to Ybor every day, so yeah. Basically, I'm commuter trash. But yeah, I mean, if you know, it kind of depends on what floats your boat, man. I mean, you know, what are you looking to do? You know, I mean, if you're a gun guy, there's plenty of very reputable and somewhat unreputable firearms dealers in the area. You know, you never know. You may come up with a deal. And then, you know, we got some kick-ass. There's actually a damn good hobby shop here in Pinellas Park. You know, if you're a man-child that plays with toy cars, kind of like me. Yeah. You know, I mean, I'm sorry. I showed up for this wholly and completely unprepared. It's been a week.
You seem very prepared. I mean, you've already asked what.
It has.
It has been a weird week.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I got wife unit over here. You know, she's riding Overwatch. You know, but she ain't talking too good right now. She's doing it, but she ain't digging it.
I'm right there with you. So I had my 345 fused, and I was like a weeble wobble. You know those little things you put in the car, and their little heads do like this. That
Okay.
was my head for about 7 days, and I had to have this huge. I had an inflatable collar that I put on. I had to sleep in it, and when I got in and out of bed, I had to take a towel, put it around my head, and like help myself roll my head up. And when I laid
Yeah.
down, I had to roll my head like this and like put a towel on it and like help my head down. It was like I had like no strength in my neck at all, and it felt like I was swallowing marbles for probably about 3 or 4 months. So it's
That's what she's struggling with right now.
yeah.
As far as like they did not give her the cone of shame, but you know, she does not like the cone of shame. But no, they didn't put her in it. Stop laughing, Doug. You know it's true. Come on, man. But anyway, no, they didn't put her in a collar after surgery or anything. You know, we asked, they're like, no, she don't need it. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know, as long as her head doesn't fall off. You know, I mean, obviously, you know more about what you're talking about than I do.
Yeah, I had the hard Laerdal collar for about probably the whole first day. Then I went to the foam collar, the stiff collar, for about a week, and still for like a month after that, I had to put that fluffy, the inflatable collar on. If she needs any of that stuff, I can ship it to you because I still have all that crap. The inflatable collar
asked her.
was awesome. I loved it.
We asked him if she needed any of that stuff, and she's got like one of those little horseshoe neck pillows like they sell at the airports for like $40 fucking dollars. Of course, coming from the hospital, it was probably $175. But you know,
Well, I'd
What are you
say
gonna
for the first, my first 3 days I had that Laerdal, and apparently she was there for 3 days, so maybe that was her 3 days in it. So maybe she's fine.
they had her in a collar when they brought her in, and into the next day, whenever they took her back into surgery about 2:30 in the afternoon, and then after that, you know, no cone of shame, no punishment donut, nothing like that. So yeah,
Cool, Chris.
I mean, she's got a little bit of hardware in her, and she's got some pieces and parts from a dead guy floating around in her now. But yeah, you know.
They took my own. I was my own donor. I was my own cadaver.
Yeah, see, I don't think they did that with her. This is one of those things. It's like we got to grab and go. So they probably hit up a 7-Eleven on the way to OR.
Well, in Tampa, there's cadavers laying everywhere. So I mean, I just went outside the hospital and grabbed one, brought it back in, did a blood test. Yep, that's one. Take it. Wash all the vodka off of the bones, and they'll be fine. Sick Bastard and Christian Biker, welcome in. I see you guys.
Sick. What's up, brother?
All right, so let's see. Who was next? So, Doug, you get to go next. So, you've been to Forgotten Angels how many times? Have you even been yet? I keep thinking you were there.
I'm here for advice. I've made like 4 or 5 attempts, and still haven't made it there yet. You know, there's always something that goes wrong, and there's a great story that goes with each time.
There is a great story.
I am going. I don't care if I have to steal a plane. I'm going. Okay.
I will see you there. And I have a brand new toy.
I saw your toy.
So are you gonna truck the bikes over, or are you going to fly in a rent? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna ride.
You're gonna ride there? Fuck yeah! Which one are you bringing?
I'm gonna ride. Yeah. It's gonna be it'll be the electric light on this one. I don't have either one of the BMWs done yet, and you know, I seriously consider taking the new Grey Ghost, but for that distance and carrying that much stuff, it's got to be the electric light.
I was gonna say you'll probably get a really bad sunburn under your chin if you ride that thing.
Actually, no, they put a UV coating on everything to keep that from happening.
I don't know, man. That thing is. I mean, a UV coating will block a little bit, but man, it's still got to be super shiny.
It gets attention.
So Millie said she'll be legal next year. So I think in Australia that means what? She's 14 now. She'll be 15. She can drink. She can drink hard liquor in Australia at 15, maybe.
Well, they got to start them off young, man, because I mean, there's everything in the world on that continent that tries to kill you.
Yeah. That's a lot to make you drink. Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's to build up a tolerance, okay?
It is. All right. So Doug, of all the things you've seen and heard about in Tampa, what do you want to go see?
I have no idea.
Oh. You just want to be there. You just want to be there.
There was an invitation from a certain gentleman that has a shade tree show that he did mention something about going to a strip club and said he was down.
Oh, shocking.
In Tampa? No way.
Plenty, okay?
Shocked.
I don't know. He said that I'm not going to drop too many names, but the gentleman said that a certain gothic-looking woman knows all the girls there, and we would have a great time. So
Oh
That I
I
boy.
don't know that we're going to have time for that though.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that, man. Here's my thing on strip bars.
yeah.
I mean, you're spending money on that's like dating. That's like dating and being friend zoned by every chick you date. Yeah, you get to hang out with it, but what's the purpose? You're just going to spend all your money for nothing. I don't see the point of strip bars. I don't know.
If you're dropping,
Dude, that's
if you're
like-
dropping money on the girls like that, you're throwing your money away. You go for the food and go for the good times, but you know there's a realistic view, but you know that pretty much everybody around. I moonlight a little bit over at another club here in town, and
Dude, that's like signing a 5-year lease on a shitbox 1993 Honda Civic, okay?
I will say when I was in Norfolk, we went to this place called the Body Shop, but it was because they had 50-cent well drinks, and we'd hang out the pool hall side. And so it was like, I don't know, I just never got into that whole strip bar scene. It was just too weird for me.
I can say the job to have at any of those places is working the door.
Well, I've bounced in a couple of clubs and I had fun. And it's just when you make friends with the girls, it's fun, but you'll never get anywhere with them because they all consider you like a brother. So it's like it's still kind of a pointless thing. Yeah,
You don't go there to get any or anything. You just go there to have a good time.
you go for the free drinks.
There's always
Man,
the
I can have a
element
good
of
time for a hell of a lot less money. I mean, shit.
I don't spend that much.
Yeah, Dinah says she'll strip for me, but only me. So yeah.
Well, let's just put it this way, okay? I got a high-speed internet connection and a very vivid imagination, all right? I'm good to go.
I'm good. I'm good at home. I'm good with what I've got at home.
Trucker 2 Times is asking Steve, "Are you coming to the camp out?"
I talked to Dave and Cindy either last night or the night before. I might fly in for like a day or two, or like a night. I'm going to do my best. I really want to. October is always difficult for us because it's right at the beginning of Q4. We've gotten, I've just got so much to do between now and then. I've got a wedding, my cousin's wedding,
You're getting married?
Oh,
No.
cousin's wedding. I'm not getting married.
He's married to the boot.
Yeah, I guess. Married to the job. I've got 2 weeks. I think I have to go to New York. But a lot needs to be done between now
Jeez.
and
Oh, sorry.
what? It's the end of October, correct?
It's the
yeah.
the weekend before the end of October, so it's like the
It's
23rd,
it's the
24th,
weekend before
25th.
Halloween.
Okay, yeah. It's possible, yeah. I couldn't give a committal answer, but it would be nice, you know. It would be great to come out and to. I don't know what Tampa's like in October. I've only been there in March, but if it's anything like it was in March,
It's less cold. It's less cold on the way back. I can say that. So,
Depends on where you're going back to.
well, both times I've come back, or the 3 times I've come back in March, halfway back it got down to below 40, once below freezing. Coming back in October, usually the lowest it gets is about low 50s, high 40s. So I would much rather, I'd much rather come back twice actually. When I came back, it was through snow and ice on the way back. So I remember one time me and Diana got back, and it was like sleeting on the way back, and we got like halfway up from, probably hit Tupelo, and we hit Tupelo, it started sleeting, rain, and cold and shit, and we pulled into the driveway, and we just like stood in the driveway shivering, trying to get our boots off, trying to get our gloves off, because we were frozen. It was stupid. I'd much rather it snow than rain snow. Just But anyway, if you show up, I'll let you ride my new bike, which doesn't have an official name yet. So for now, it's got a name, but it doesn't have an official name yet. So we're gonna work on that between now and the camp out.
Now with the color on that thing, I say you just call it the cosplay Smurf.
Well, it's silver, unless the light is hitting it just right, and then it's kind of a bluish silver. So I'm not sure. It reminds me of something else again. I'm not going to give out the temporary name because it might become the permanent name. But I don't know, man. Last time Journey of Jerry gave it the name, everybody voted on it, and that was ended up being a name. So this time, I think I'm gonna I think I'll let my wife name it this time. So we'll figure it out.
Doug, what you got going on here, man?
yeah.
This is what Jerry just sent me on my phone. He's a
Oh.
right now.
Oh,
What is it?
Boy.
What's going on now?
I said, so that was what in the chat when I said, "What did you do?"
We got life flight at the Grundle Run. That ain't good.
Oh, is that the Grundle Run? Yeah.
Yeah, that's where Jerry's at right now.
See, man, that's why I don't go to weird IA Hog Rider. Iowa Hog Rider. I think Iowa Hog Rider. Okay, welcome in. Yeah, that's their first run. So I'm assuming Iowa Hog Rider is from Iowa, maybe.
What was?
Jerry, that don't sound good.
Well, I hope everybody's okay out there.
Okay, so this is what I always do. I always just kind of pay attention
What?
to the group, the actual.
Oh, I was trying to hear Steve.
Uno momento, folks. I got to go make a drug run. Be right back.
Okay, so let's move on to Gma. Gma, what you got going on?
Well, I have a list.
No, not like that.
No.
Anyway, every time I go to Tampa, I always wind up on the plane on the way home or on the bike on the way home, and Google Maps or Facebook suggest things that I should have done while I was in the place I was at yesterday. So I ran a few names off of Google Maps and some things that I had on my list for the last couple times. So there's a Dinosaur World Museum, which is low on my list. There's also a Showman's Museum, which is pretty high on my list. There's also the John and Mabel Ring-a-Ling Museum of Art.
Wait a minute. Tell me more.
About
The John and Mabel Ringeling art. What? Give.
Well-
I need more. I need more information. That's you piqued my interest.
it's a very large building that looks really cool. It has all kinds of neat stuff in it to look at, and the name is Museum.
Okay, enough then.
Okay.
Yes, that's what it's territory to me.
Yeah. And since I have my own motorcycle, I can go there if I want to.
Yes, you can. And
There's
where's
also a place called Whimsy Land, which sounds like it might be a lot of fun.
it sounds whimsical.
But doesn't it, though? There's also a place there that I did go. I think it was a couple times ago when I went down. I stayed with some friends, and they took me out boating to Tarpon Springs. And Tarpon Springs is where the local people come in and out after they've went out and hauled up sponges. And it's kind of cool, and there's some good seafood to be had down there. So I would like to go back there because it was a lot of fun.
Tarpon is a pretty cool place.
It is. It looked kind of spendy and bougie to me, but
A bit.
yeah. But yeah,
Anything in Florida named Springs, like Manatee Springs, Tarpon Springs.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
yeah.
What ice? I know, all of the springs are ice springs, so I mean, I guess that's. But yeah, Diamond Springs. What's the other one over there? Diamond Springs is in Gainesville.
Disney Springs.
Disney Springs.
Yeah. I've been to Disney Springs. It cost me a buttload of fucking money.
We stayed in the hotel
Yeah,
where the
yeah,
kid
right.
got hit by the
Yeah.
alligator. So. Ugh.
But
When we-
yeah, so those are some of the places I want to go to. Ride Factory, I need another T-shirt from there, and I also need an oil change. But
Oh, I
I
need a-
think I got something figured out for that.
I need another keychain. I got a Ride Factory keychain for the Harley. Now I need one for the new Harley. But it's got to
Yeah.
be different.
Let me look around. I think we got some new ones that are kind of stuck off in a corner, dude.
That'd be cool.
Yep, I got to have a
Brother
special
Buck showed up.
keychain. Brother Buck, where you at? Hey, welcome in. Waukulla Springs, Silver Spring, Salt Spring. Yep. So, Steve, of all the places they brought you last time you were there, what are you looking forward to going back to, and what do you want to see? Not riding in the dark with a flashlight in your mouth, obviously. That's
Yeah, that was experience, you know.
What's the matter with that?
Nothing.
I've ridden
no.
at night with no headlight whatsoever before. I wouldn't recommend it, but if it's a full moon, it's not that difficult.
Well, at 2 a.m. in Florida fog,
it was rather froggy. Yeah.
it was. I could see that. I could, well, with the flashlight, I could see about 10 feet in front of me. Because
Yeah.
Josh's FXR decided, nah, I'm not gonna show you how to get home. And then I finally find my way home, and then I guess it's juiced up enough for the light to turn on. But that was interesting. Hang out with Josh and, the friends of Josh. Always a good time. Hanging out at the campsite. The bigger rides I didn't do are like not the bigger rides, but the more coordinated, like waffle.
Yeah.
Or like the
Scrambled egg.
everybody, where everybody wears the outfit. That I didn't do.
Oh, I'll be right back. Hold
I
on.
know. I
keep
don't
keep
like
talking.
to
Keep
do
talking.
their big group rides down there. Nothing against anybody, but it seems like they are always fraught with disaster. So
I like the smaller stuff where there's just I mean, especially
Yeah.
if it's bikes that I'm not ultra familiar
Yeah.
with.
Yep.
And have the potential to just die at any second.
Yeah, that too.
So, but,
Well, big here lately, the recurring theme at the campouts and everything is, Shep gets his neck broke. So
Exactly.
yeah,
So the trick is don't ride anywhere in the pack by Shep.
don't get near Shep.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I told wifey the other night, you know, whenever she was in ER and they had her in, you know, the thing and all that, I was like, hey, you and Shep can be, you know, bionic buddies now. And she kind of gave me that look like, go away.
Yeah. But
Hey, Paul.
no, I don't have anything. I mean, this was 2023 that I was last there in March, so should go back and see people. I think would be fun, and just kind of being on campus. Okay.
That's
What's
my
some cool
favorite
shit
part.
to do around here that we ain't done? What's some cool shit to do around here that we ain't done? Oh yeah, well if you're into that kind of thing,
What?
allegedly, because I've never seen them, you know, the Sunken Gardens here in St. Peter is supposed to be a really kick-ass school.
I've heard that too.
And then,
Add
you know,
them
you
to
got
the
Busch
list.
Gardens. Yeah, well, you got Busch Gardens, you got Zoo Tampa, all that stuff. Dino World off exit 17 on I-4, hell yeah.
What world?
Dino World.
Yeah, I had that on the list.
For the 7-year-old in you.
What can I say? It made the first cut on my list.
Right?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go ever since we moved down here, and I ain't made it yet.
Oh yeah. Did I say the Museum of Science and History? Science and Industry Museum?
What was that, huh?
No,
Museum of Science and Industry.
you'll have to.
Yeah. Yeah, she was saying something about the Museum of Science and Industry at the same time you were, and I've got feeble brain, so it kind of crashed the
Great
system.
minds think alike. Where did Rainey go?
He just
I think he had to go poop.
Could be.
he just decided to go
Oh,
ride.
no, that was a quickie.
Maybe he went to look for the rain.
Okay.
Your phone.
Zippo, what's up, dude?
Flippin' Zippo, welcome in. Paul Beardsley, I didn't see him come in. Welcome in. I feel better. Okay.
All, even to you, sir, and I appreciate that. It's been a interesting few days.
Sick bastard, you should jump in. You're one of them Florida natives. I'm jumping in on Sick Bastard's live streams all the time. He could jump in on mine. Come on in. All right, so Joe, if somebody was at the camp out and decided, let's go run somewhere, I want to see something cool, where'd they go?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of depends on your definition of cool, you know. I guess you could, you know, obviously you can go hang out in Ybor and stumble up and down 7th Ave. But, you know, that's kind of a day trip all to its own, because Ybor's more than just bars and, you know, overpriced bougie coffee shops and stuff. There's actually some, you know, kind of cool little shops here and there tucked away in the corners. You know, I know we were talking about, you know, the whole foodie thing last time we were all gathered around the table here. But, you know, you got stuff around Ybor that, you know, have like a little junk shop here and there. They've got a museum in Ybor. I can't tell you anything about it because I've never been there, but I see the signs all the time, so you got that going for you. I mean, if they got enough budget to have more than one sign, they got to be doing something right.
So I thought, so there's bougie parts. I thought Ybor City is just where you went to get shot. And I was avoiding it because, I mean, I've been shot at enough in my 20 years in the military, so I was like, I've seen that before.
It depends on the time frame. If you do it while the sun's up, you're good to go, okay? I mean, it's weapons free after the sun goes down, so, you know, just pay attention.
Are weapons hot?
It's true better.
But,
Drew, welcome in.
yeah. Hey, Drew, what's up, man?
Okay, so
Yeah,
what
there's
is
a
this?
Bass Pro.
What is this zipline experience? I've heard of it a couple times. Is it actually like through the main street, like it is in Vegas, where you just like can zip between the buildings?
Oh, I forgot about the jellyfish. Yeah.
That does not sound like a good time. I grew up on the Gulf
Why?
Coast. Jellyfish are not. No, Take that off. Gmod, take that off the list. No jellyfish.
No,
Mark-
you can pet them.
No.
We want to pet jellyfish. It'll be fine.
I saw this woman
the ones
on.
they have at the aquarium are friendly jellyfish. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw this one on Instagram, and she's showing like these patty jellyfish. And she goes, "See, these are safe. They can't sting you." And she rubs it on her face,
What an
and she's
idiot.
like, "Oh." And then she's like, "Okay, so this kind of jellyfish won't sting you." And she picks it up, and all of a sudden she drops it. And she's like, "Why am I so stupid?" The whole side of her face just like blob. Within like 10 seconds, it's like blobbed. Looked like somebody put out a bunch of cigarettes on her face. So me growing up on the Gulf Coast, if it was floating in the water, it was bad because it was either a jellyfish or a turd. No. Stay away from anything that floats. Stay away from. Or something that was about to bite you. So yeah, just saying.
Wow, you make this sound really attractive.
I'm just saying I have nothing for jellyfish or the
You
Gulf.
talking
Really.
about jellyfish washing up on the beach? All right, that brings back a core memory for the first time I ever brought the wife unit and the kids down here to Florida. We were still living in Oklahoma, and we see these things on the beach, and they don't have any legs, but they're like this round, clear blob. And for whatever reason, lizard brain makes a connection. That looks like a breast implant. So yeah,
I do remember seeing an Instagram where somebody said a breast
you
implant
go
washed
poke
up on
it?
the beach, and it was one of those flat jellyfish. And I'm like, oh boy, this is not gonna touch it, lick it,
well,
make
I guess
sure.
there was a bunch of. Well, we wasn't going to touch the damn thing. But no, seriously, wife unit makes a good point there, and I totally forgot about that. The aquarium here in Tampa, that is a kick-ass aquarium. They have a very nice facility there. They got good food there, but also they have the Liberty ship right behind it. It's a World War II era Liberty ship. It's only one of, I think, 3 that's still in existence. But, they've got walkthrough tours and all that stuff. It's actually pretty cool shit, man. It really is.
That would be neat.
Serenity Kitty says that they don't taste like jelly. No, so I watched this documentary where this guy was milking jellyfish, and some of them gave grape and some of them gave strawberry.
What?
Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants. Noted, he's been on TV for like 20 years. You had to have seen him. And he goes out and milks the jellyfish, and some of them, I guess some of them give grape and some of them give strawberry, but they're all good. So I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it, Serenity Kitty. I know better. I've seen it. It was on TV. I saw it.
I was almost going to buy into that for a second, and then I made the SpongeBob connection because I watch way too much SpongeBob. I really do.
Yeah, my kids, we used to travel, and the youngest one was like, how long till we get there? And we were like, 2 SpongeBob episodes. Oh, okay, because each episode's 10 minutes long. Good way to spend time.
Remember a couple of years ago when, the mad scientist billionaire, went squish in the glorified tub toy down on the Titanic? Call me an asshole, but as soon as we were at the shop at the Ride Factory, and we heard this, on the news or whatever and everything, and all of a sudden me and Shelby just look at each other, and all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, who pilots a submersible under the sea? 5 guys smash flat, and it just went from there, man.
Oh my God, we're all gonna go to hell. I'm laughing. I can't stop. But yes, oh boy. I mean, more power to anybody who thinks I've got a lot of money. Let me spend it on something cool. I mean, but oh my God, of all the things I'd want to see,
They'll probably do due diligence on the.
You would think. You
itself.
would think. Yeah, $1 million a trip. I mean, how much do these people pay to go up in the giant dildo? Wasn't that $500,000 a piece?
Perry?
Yeah. Wasn't that like a $500,000 a piece? Yeah, it was Katy Perry and all these
Yeah.
Oh.
influencers.
I don't think he charged Lawrence Sanchez to
I went
go
a
up
different
in there.
direction.
I don't know, man. I bet he did.
Oh, yeah, I did too.
She don't get free shipping either. No, she's got to pay for Prime or nothing. No.
Yeah, with their own money, I'm sure. Yeah, that thing.
Apparently, jellyfish has a slightly salty flavor and a unique texture. Crunchy or
Why
chewy,
Google?
depending on how it's prepared.
I'm going to take someone else's word for that because I'm not going to be that guinea pig.
No.
Yeah, me neither.
No better.
Then again, when you think about it, like, who was the first guy that took milk from a cow.
Who's the first
Yeah.
guy that found a mushroom in the forest and said, we should eat these?
Yeah.
Someone was
Well, you
really
got to
hungry.
be either damn hungry or just really, really
Weird.
special to see this blob of snot washed up on the beach. You go, I'm a cookie.
Yeah, who
You
knows?
know any Koreans that cook?
Yeah,
They cook everything.
Boy, the show's going places tonight, I'll tell you.
yeah. No, like you think about the first person who was like, you see that giant thing in a tree that has all these things that can sting me. I'm gonna eat it, and it's delicious.
I'm going to break into his house.
I'm gonna break into his house. I'm gonna steal all of its infrastructure.
I'm going to steal its poo.
Butt juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna steal its butt
And
juice.
I'm gonna eat it and try not and hope I'm not
Yeah.
allergic to it. But I don't even know what that means yet.
Probably the
Being
same.
allergic. But hey,
So, I mean,
that piece of paper-looking thing. I bet there's something good inside there.
I think a lot of this, I mean, and seriously, like necessity is the mother of invention. When you're starving to death, everything starts to look like your next meal. And somebody saw that dripping and said, maybe, I don't know. You know what? Maybe they were probably eating bark, and some of it got on the bark, and they said, this makes the bark taste so much better. Let's eat it by itself. Maybe. It sounds good.
I mean,
Maybe.
I'm trying to think of other things that it's like, who was the first person to do that?
Who's the first person to take a wolf and go, let's pet it?
Yeah.
I want to cuddle it. It looks squishy.
And now we have little tiny dogs.
Now we have chihuahuas. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So now we got there.
Well, apparently there's nothing to do in Tampa, so let's take this to
Sorry,
Washington.
can't help you.
let's take it to Seattle. No, let's take it to Tacoma. So, Gma, if I was to come visit you, and I said, take me
Yeah.
somewhere cool, where would you take me?
Well, I would take you to Point Defiance and Owens Beach. They are both beautiful walking, riding, hiking areas. I would take you the other way up to Mount Rainier. There's been a recent bridge blowout there, so you have to take the Ninja Way back around because, although I don't do political, we all know that the government is never going to replace that fucking bridge. And so we will take the Ninja Way and go up that way, and we will go to Mount Rainier. And then we're going to continue on back around on some of these back roads, and we're going to go up to Mount St. Helens. And we will come up to this beautiful vista, and you might remember it from last week's live stream, or a couple weeks ago maybe. But there's a beautiful view there. We'll stop and we'll have some really good hamburgers and milkshakes in Packwood. Then we're going to go over this road called Skate Creek, where you are going to take your life in your hands because no matter how many times they pave it, they cannot keep that thing from being pothole central. We'll stop in Elby and we will see the trains. They have open window locomotives with coal-fired engines. And you can take a tour up into the mountains on a train if the motorcycle ride wasn't good enough for you. There's also a bar there where you could stop and grab a beer or a drink before you go, if you didn't remember to grab a bottle. And then you can fill up on high octane gasoline, head back down around Rife Lake and Alder Lake. And then you would go back towards Portland, and we would head up for Mount St. Helens the other way off of I-5. Or we could go down towards the Sound and come along 101, which is really beautiful. There's a lot of little beaches where you could stop and get really sopping wet because it's never really a nice day on the beach. It's always windy and wet and it feels great. Let's see.
So if you had to pick
I think
one,
that, that sounds like a hell of a thought.
I'm already tired. My legs hurt.
Jeez.
That sounds
a
awesome, but I
Well-
want to go to the Goonie House.
Oh, yeah, that's just in Astoria. That's about 3 hours from here.
There you
And you
go.
go over the bridge. You go over the bridge. It's like this really cool bridge. Or you could go the other way and go over the Bridge of the Gods. Actually, Shade Tree took us over that once, but I'd been over it before anyway. And it's the kind of bridge that's all that grainy stuff. And so you got to be kind of precious about getting across it. Or you could, instead of all of those things, you could take 101 and go up around the Olympic Peninsula, and that's a nice 6-hour ride. You could go up towards Nia Bay. You can stop for some fish, stop at the reservation, go see the Twilight stuff if you're a Twilight fan.
Skip that one.
I know, right?
Next.
Okay, but anyway, it's still cool out there. There's a lot of trees. You
So,
can come back the other way and come on the ferry and come down through Seattle.
so if you go to the
And see the
Goonie
DMV.
house, do they have like One-Eyed Willie still in his chair? Can you see that? That's what I want to see.
No, there's an actual private person living there.
Oh,
Yeah. But
So this
they
is
are
the
very
house
nice
with the
about
Christmas
people going
tree.
up and looking at the house and stuff.
Julie asked if Gatorland is worth a visit, and I'm pretty sure all of. If you ever been on Thor or the cross, I can't remember what I think it's not Thor, but it cuts all the way across to Alligator Alley, not Alligator Alcatraz, the other one. And I remember going through there, and the cyclone fences had gators stuck to the fences, like they were trying to crawl, and then to get sideways on there, like Spider-Man. So I think there's like alligators everywhere. I don't think you have to go to Gatorland to see gators. Maybe, well, you can go there, I guess, to hold it. If you want to hold one, I guess. I don't know, but she's asking, though.
Lakes. I feel like every body of water in Tampa is essentially Gatorland.
It pretty
Oh,
is.
yeah.
I mean, and I guess
confirm.
that's like, for somebody not from Florida, though, it's probably something novel, but that'd be like me going to a cat zoo and going, oh, I want to hold the cat.
We have pet stores for that up here.
Or,
pet that dog.
or pigs or rabbits or, yeah, so. I don't know. I guess being surrounded by them all my life, and usually it's a bad thing when they start coming into your yard. I've never been excited about them. So
Gators or cats?
gators, well, depending on which cats. So yeah. So
Well,
we're
if you want to brave the traffic in the greater Orlando area, there's all kind of stuff around there. I took the wife unit to the Titanic Museum down there a couple of years ago, and that was actually pretty cool. I like it.
where I grew up in Louisiana, there was this place called Carlos, and every house has a wraparound screen porch with about the first bottom 3 feet of it is wood. And what that's for is you can step out onto the screen porch to look down to see if any gators got in the yard overnight. That way you wouldn't open your front door and all of a sudden the gator would come in. So it's, yeah. And there's been times I've actually had to go out the back door and jump the fence to get on the school bus because there was a gator in the front yard. So,
Now, see, I would have think you would have just wrestled it because, once you let him assert his dominance over you, Michael.
no. Once he warms up, he'll go back in the water. No, listen, man. I've seen, so there's this place called Rain. So once you cross over into Orange, yeah, there's this bridge called the Rainbow Bridge. It's into Bridge City. Nope, you don't do it. I've seen Bridge City, the whole bridge get shut down because a 16-foot gator would cross the road, especially like in the spring. When the first starts warming up, they'll cross the road and stop, and they'll lay across the bridge. And it stops traffic because
But they're not fast on land.
exactly.
No.
No. Their tails are still pretty quick. Here, it's just like a snake.
They're faster than what you think.
Yeah, a sleepy gator or a sleepy snake, they might not move fast, but if they feel threatened, they move really fast for short periods of time. And that's time enough for that 300-pound tail to take you out. Knock you, if you're lucky, knock you away. If you're not lucky, knock you towards its jaws. It doesn't take much time for them to close those jaws. Oh, it's a bad thing. I saw a gator.
As screwed up as this sounds, when we had the great 7th Avenue flood about a year and a half ago with the Ride Factory, Rainy, Gma, you guys know how the place is laid out. Whenever you first come in,
Yeah.
you get that slope that comes up the door.
Yep.
Our parking, it flooded. It rained so hard, so fast. 7th Avenue all the way as far as you could see out in front of the shop, it was flooded. We had like 8 different cars floating around in the middle of the road out in front of the shop. And me and Brian were literally wading in waist-deep water helping people get out of their cars. And the water came to within about a foot of hitting the level part of the shop floor from that slope where you come up in the door. And as the water started going down, we're checking the parking lot and the road to the side of the shop and everything for stuff that, is crawling with teeth, because we didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, it doesn't. And it doesn't take much water to hide an alligator either. I don't know if any of y'all seen the video of the guy in the Toyota Hilux. I think that's what Drew's talking about. This dude is trying to go through water, and it's only probably about 2 foot deep. It's like not even to the top of the tires, and he's like hopping like he's stuck on something. So he nails it. He backs up a little bit, and he nails it again. Finally, he hops over it, and it ends up being like a 14-foot alligator. And even with this truck spinning tires on it, this thing just swims away like it's nothing, and had to have gone 1,200 pounds easy 1,200 pound gator. So yeah, gator, it's hard to hurt a gator. That rifle to the middle of the brain usually does, an axe to the middle of the head does, but the rest of its body, they're pretty much bulletproof. They can lose a leg, they can lose most of their tail, and it's like they didn't even slow them down. They can lose most of their jaw and keep going. So.
Yeah, but can you hurt them emotionally?
No, those tears are fake. Don't fall for it.
Well, wait a minute. If and this is a hypothetical, but if you had like a alligator handbag or man purse or something like that, and you beat them over the head repeatedly with it, and if they noticed that was their mom, maybe.
And it would be a crapshoot between anger and sadness, or both.
It's a stretch, but it could happen.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a joke, surprisingly.
Oh boy, do tell.
So this dude's driving along the swamps in Louisiana, and he sees this woman out in waist deep water. And he's like, "Oh my God, that woman's going to get hurt." And it's a blonde, and she's out there, and she's looking. All of a sudden, he sees a gator coming towards her. So she turns around, she jumps on it, she beats it in the head, and the lady beats it till it's dead. And then she flips it over, looks at it, pushes it away, starts looking again. He's like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Well, I'm trying to get a good pair of alligator shoes, but none of these things are wearing shoes."
Oh, okay.
That's like the blonde in the fire station.
What happened to the blonde fire station?
Oh, you never heard that one?
Nah, I've never heard that one.
Okay.
What happened to her?
Blonde calls the fire station, calls fire department. Help, help, help. My house is on fire.
Oh my
And,
God.
fire department's like, okay, cool. How do we get there? And she's like, duh, big red truck.
You drive here, probably.
Which reminds me of another one.
Because, do tell, Michael.
This guy walks over. This woman has a coat hanger. He goes, "Do you need any help?" She's like, No, I'm fine. I got somebody helping me." And he looks around. He says, "I don't see anybody." She's over there with a hanger, and she's like, "Well, I think we've almost got it." And he walks over by the car. There's another blonde inside the car going, No, to the right. Wait, no, go left. No, go left.
It's been a minute, but I've heard that.
Anyway,
I'm assuming that's to unlock the car from you.
yeah.
She's sitting inside. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of information missing there.
No, I'm sorry. I'm on a roll. Anyway, all right, so Doug.
Hey, I got pulled over and didn't get a ticket this week.
Cool.
What'd you do?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going too fast for a change, but the policeman pulled me over to point out my tags weren't any good. And I was just getting ready to argue this case with me, and he explained to me that my tags must have been lifted off my motorcycle because my tags on the Dyna were showing for 2016. And I was like, I was just on my way to buy some new ones anyway, but he said there's been a lot of people stealing tags lately off bikes. I thought that was kind of weird. He said they've been stealing them off cars too, but I was a little bit upset.
So they're taking the stickers off?
Yeah, there's the month sticker, and then
Yeah.
there's the year sticker next to it. So somebody lifted the year sticker. Apparently, they want to give the appearance of
Yeah, in Mississippi. Yeah, in Mississippi, the month part is actually stamped into the plate. So if you go buy one in like mine's September, I just renewed the one here. It's actually embossed into the plate, and then you just get the year sticker. So I just took the one off of the BMW to put on the new motorcycle, and so instead of giving you a full ride, it's a new month.
Yep.
See, down here, it just expires on, the same month as your birthday. So Florida's like, screw it, man.
Oh.
We're not going to give you a sticker. We're too cheap for that. You got to figure it out.
Figure it out. So you got to pay for your license and your tags all in the same month. Thanks, Florida. That's awesome. But mine are all staggered. So like the car, her car is like February. The BMW was September, and then the Harley now is November. So I kind of stagger them out, and then. Well, now my birthday's in September too, but I got like a 5-year license, so I guess I'm good on that.
Man, that sucks. Because that just reminded me, all my tags are coming up due next month, and I was like, oh, well, I ain't got to worry about renewing the Sonic.
My condolences. Can she drive a Sportster? I have an extra one.
Pour one out for little Turby.
I'll probably never drive this Sportster again. I really feel bad for it.
Yeah, you will.
Well, when I had the Sportster and the BMW, it's like there was times I wanted to drive the BMW, and then there was times I wanted to drive the Sportster because of differences in the weather or whatever.
Yeah.
The Street Glide's good for everything. So it's like...
after a while, I mean, I'm still used to being on the Road King because it's bigger and it's a lot more fun. But, like, for just bopping around town, it's so much easier to just hop on the Dyna. Because it's parkable. It's much more maneuverable. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Maybe,
love both of the bikes, but for different things.
well, if I ever have to go early in the morning to work, I might take the Sportster because it's now the quietest motorcycle I have.
I don't give a shit about that.
The Ninja is even louder than the Sportster, but it's not as loud as the Street Glide. So
My neighbors are used to me by now.
as long as they don't start taking shots at me when I'm leaving, I think I'm fine. Well, actually,
Yeah.
I'm still quieter than most of the Camaros and the Chargers in the neighborhood, so I think I'm okay. It's just to me, it's
Or all the kids that drive the straight pipe decanted 350Zs that think they're the next
Yeah.
big Drift King. Oh,
Yep.
God.
we've
Isn't
got
that annoying?
tonight and tomorrow night. We'll have some dude at midnight who the road. And what's crazy is the road that's like right on between the two split of the subdivision. Used to be where all the kids would drag race. Now there's cops there like all the time. And they still want to get out there and peel out and try to test out their scat packs. And there's always a car pulled over there. And it's like, have you guys not figured out yet now that there's a fire station? There's a fire station now at the other end of the street. And so the cop just sits there at the fire station, or he sits right here in front of my house and waits for people to come drag racing through there. So it's like, you guys are just... You don't know when to quit.
Yep.
Don't ever go to Nashville.
Nashville is almost becoming as bad as Atlanta. Every time I've gone through Atlanta, there's people that have been drag racing, and they drag race while everybody else is trying to go highway speeds. With cars on the road, they'll drag race. So it's like, come on, they think they're in need for speed.
I went to Nashville for the first time for Sons of Speed. You were there.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we got. I went and saw Practice Day. Well, no. So, Nashville itself, I could take it or leave it. Very loud, very crowded. A lot of. It's essentially Las Vegas. Well, I was on. What's that one street? Broadway, Main Street, or.
Bro, we called it Nash Vegas, okay?
Oh, really?
And
Good
I had
to
no
know.
idea. I had no idea it was that insane.
A lot of drunk women spitting on the sidewalk and other things.
A lot of bachelorette parties. Those like little cars where people are pedaling and drinking at the same time.
Oh yeah, the little the brew what do they call them? The brew buses,
In the morning, guys.
the drunk buses. Well, they can all pedal as long as the guy that's actually steering is sober. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
I don't think anybody's. I think they went out. There's the driver. Hopefully, he's not drunk, but.
Yeah, the driver's as long as he's not drunk, everybody else is pedaling their little drunk asses off, and they're fine with it.
Technically, he's the steerer.
The steerer.
Yeah, he's a navigator, but that place is Well, at least in that part of Nashville, I'm sure it's much larger. I had no idea,
Oh,
but
It's It's ate up, that's for sure.
So
Yeah.
Was really nice.
when we went to Nashville with the group, there was a woman in our group that was drunk as shit and broke up a wedding. As we were going down the strip, there was a wedding in one of these very little posh little bars, and she ran right by the ushers and by security and ran in and started hugging on the bride. Everybody thought it was funny except the bride's mother.
Oh, I'm sure.
And we're standing at the door going, where did she go? Oh my God, she ran in there.
Did she have the haircut?
Did
You know what I'm
the
talking about? Where it goes, you know.
no. It was a Middle Eastern. So it was a Greek family. So yes, and so everyone had the $2,000 haircuts, the big ringlet haircuts, and the bouffant puffed and lots of lace and shit. And she's in her t-shirt and jeans and runs in. Oh my God, it's a wedding! And runs in before the ushers can even turn around and goes and grabs the bride. So we were like, yeah. She got kicked out of 3 bars that night. I think we finally somebody took her back to the hotel. Oh yeah, it was
This is
bad.
the person you were with.
Yes. There was a group of probably 10 of us. Yeah, it was a good time. So if
Dude,
any,
I'll tell you right now, we moved down here from Clarksville. We lived in Clarksville for almost 8 years, and that's basically a suburb of Nashville anymore. I will take driving in Tampa any day over driving in Nashville.
Oh,
Period,
hell yeah.
hands down.
if anybody's seen the end of my video where the 3 drunk girls are in the stairway going like, comment, subscribe, that was in one of the bars in Nashville that night when we went there, and I said, hey, you guys want some stickers? Here's all you got to do. And they parroted me, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. That's the 3 girls at the end of the video. So that's how I knew when I saw the Hawk Tuah girl that's Nashville. Because they will do anything. If you pop a camera out, all of a sudden they're all natural actors.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
the video I made in Nashville, every time you turned a camera on somebody, all of a sudden they were singing, and they were dancing, they were hip hopping, and they were doing. It's everybody wants to be a star there. So
Yeah.
good times. Would I go back? 10 of 10. Yes. Would I drive there? No. Walking around on Music Row is freaking awesome. Going to the Country Music Hall of Fame, freaking awesome. I hated
Yeah,
driving
that's
there
cool.
though. I hated driving
Yeah,
there.
driving there sucks. I mean, wandering around on Broadway and Second, that's awesome. You know, it's like you said, man, it's a hell of a good time. But having to drive there, oh shit, no. Well, see, the bad part is, her junior year of high school, our daughter actually got a spot with Nashville Youth Symphony, and it was over on the south side of Nashville, you know, down towards the borough and everything. So they had rehearsal twice a week, and she had just started driving, and she's like, I can drive to rehearsal. I'm like, no, you can't, kid. I'll drive you down there. I'll wait in the parking lot. I'll catch up on my sleep.
So Wife says Natural History Museum in Nashville was one of the favorite places. My favorite museum ever, there's actually 2, and they're both science museums. One was in St. Louis, the National, what was it? Museum of Science Museums of Science and History. And then in Chicago is the Museum of Science and Industry. Both the best museums I've ever been in. It takes you an entire day to walk through them. I love museums. I love science
I
museums.
want to go to the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
I want
I'm not allowed
to.
in the Smithsonian.
I want to break into the
Why?
Smithsonian and go to the cool places.
I broke it.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
No, seriously, I broke the Smithsonian.
Why'd you do that?
I didn't do it on purpose.
Did you demand to see
There's
the
a-
aliens?
No, we didn't. Spring break trip with kiddos when they were like their freshman year or something like that. Anyway, we're going through the Museum of Natural History, and there's a sign on the wall that says "Do not touch the exhibits." It's just like a wood sign, and it's going from one exhibition hall into another in this hallway. And I told the wife, I'm like, hey, shoot a picture real quick. And I reached up and I was going to act like I was going to touch it. And the damn thing fell off the wall. And I'm like, oh, shit, there's cameras everywhere.
That'll get you kicked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
I was like,
So the Smithsonian is like an iceberg. Only 10% of it is above ground.
Yeah.
They have they only what was it? So one of these the conspiracy channel I watched says only at any one time only 5% of their exhibit is actually displayed.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
The rest of it's
true.
locked away, and they even do forensic science in the Smithsonian because they can dig up birds. What was it? One of the what do you call the freaking air industries people that ATF no, they
No,
investigate
let's shoot your dog.
they investigate airplane crashes.
Oh, the NSTB.
NTSB.
NTSB. They'll actually go in there and look at feathers and stuff that are on file to try to find what kind of bird brought down a plane. So they have
Makes
everything.
sense.
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
So these bird strikes, they can actually take part of the carcass or a couple of feathers that actually stick, and they go look them up and find out what bird. That's where they do all their research, is in the Smithsonian, in the bird section.
Makes sense.
I read an interesting little tidbit one time about how many bodies are actually in the Smithsonian, and it's like in the thousands, like the tens of thousands in the Smithsonian. And I wish I could remember the
Yeah.
exact number. It's like 20,000 bodies in the Smithsonian as part of
Does that
history.
count all the bits?
That counts like probably like not bits, but like chunks. So we're talking like half torsos, heads, full lower torsos, whatever. Like big chunks of body, not just teeth and parts of skulls. So like talking about full skeletons, full bodies, recovered mummies, recovered bog people. What was that in Kentucky where they found all the bog people?
I know what you're
No
talking
idea.
about, but the name of it escapes
Yeah,
me
but there were
right
like
now.
20 bodies they found somewhere buried
Yeah.
in a bog. Those are all in the Smithsonian now. So, yeah. It was just crazy. Anyway, how did we
Be
get
right
here
back.
from...
I gotta get some happy juice for the wife unit.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here from talking about cool places to go in the Smithsonian, but so old blondie chick, biker girl, said she was going to pop in. She just messaged me, so I'm waiting for her to pop in. She's hiding. She's hiding somewhere in the background.
She's lurking.
She's lurking. She's lurking. She said she never gets a chance to actually just watch the chat because she's always in it. She can't see what's going on in the chat, so she wanted to watch. So she's lurking where she can read the chat.
I'm multitasking.
Yeah, I used to be a good multitasker. Now I forget what I'm doing when I multitask, and then I forget things. So,
Well, I decided to do some artsy crafty shit the other day, and I just put some of it aside so I could finish it up while I'm sitting here.
I'm doing inventory projections.
she's lurking and stalking. Who's in the background, Steve? Is it somebody that I know? Can they say hi? Is it Frankie?
No, everyone's gone, man.
Everybody's got. Who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to? I'm talking to you guys.
Oh,
Talking to us.
well, you were looking stage right, so I thought somebody was in there with you.
No,
Well,
I've got
maybe
an
that's where he's watching
I've
the
got an
chat at.
Oh.
I've got an external monitor, my camera
Okay.
right here.
Smarty
Yeah, I
Kitty.
figured it
So
out.
I'm doing
John.
inventory projections on the side,
Yeah.
so I'm
Okay.
multitasking as well.
I have my phone up here and my laptop down here so I can type.
Yeah, she's probably lurking and stalking. I don't know. All right, so Doug, if someone were to come visit you and say, "Hey, take me somewhere cool," where would you take us? In the middle of the desert.
Wow.
First, take me somewhere to eat because I'm kind of hungry.
Oh, we go to State
First of all,
48. Absolutely.
what-
That'd be the first
what-
stop, State 48,
What state are we in?
Arizona.
Nevada.
Arizona. Okay.
Nevada.
Oh, Arizona. My bad.
You've been there. How did you? Yeah, you've been there. How did you forget where it was?
I lived in Vegas for a while. I lived in North Vegas for a while. I'm in Phoenix.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Which is the bougie area of Phoenix. Anyway, now we go to State 48. Good, really good brewery. They've got like 5 locations here, but I like the one up in Scottsdale. We stop in up there, and then probably take a run up to Prescott. Stop in at the Palace up on Whiskey Row. Really good food there. And then come up and around and rip down Devil's Highway, or maybe head down to Salt River. Good
Why is
times.
he echoing?
I don't know. Why am I echoing?
Oh, okay.
I don't hear an echo. Echo, echo.
Oh, it's her. It's not me.
Yeah, Keith, if we ever get the chance, just let me know. If any of you guys want to jump in, let me know. Send me a message. I'll give you a link. Everybody should jump in on this every once in a while, where it's not just us staring at each other.
There's a hidden gem here in Phoenix that not a lot of people even here know about, and it's actually a hydroelectric plant that was built like 100 years ago. It's on one of the canals, and they've got waterfalls and all kinds of crazy stuff. I did a video on it a long time ago. I don't know if it's still up or not. That's really good.
Ooh.
There's
I got to do a ride along in Phoenix with the police there, and so it was very cool. Well, it went down. I'd actually applied for the police department there, and they wanted me to do a ride
I
along.
wasn't in the front seat though.
I was in the front seat, and we went, and the guy, so we got he's like, we're just going to do some cruising around tonight. Well, we got a fugitive call to pick up a fugitive. And the guy goes, so he knew I was a master at arms in the Navy, and he's like, okay, you think you could back me up on this? And I said, yeah. He says, so if anybody asks, don't tell them you're not a cop, because I may need you to help take him down. And I said, okay. We get there. And he's like, all right. He says, we're gonna go in. We got him. We got him into the car. We took him out. And he's like, just take him over to booking. And so, and I'd just been in a confinement facility for almost 2.5 years overseas. So, I took him in confinement, held him like I would, walked him up into the cop, and I had him in a half arm bar, walking him out just in case he decided to do something stupid. And I just kind of cornered him into the wall and held him. And then the sergeant came out, and he's like, new guy, and the sergeant or the guy I was with says, yeah. Held him there till they changed the cuffs out on him, and they put him into the cell. So we walked out, and then the sergeant goes, no, really, who is this guy? He's like, well, he was supposed to be part of my ride along, and all of a sudden we did a fugitive recovery, and I was like, he goes, what are you doing on the outside? And I said, well, he says, I said, right now I'm on leave. I came to visit a friend, and I was looking at the apartment. Maybe I want to join. He goes, you're kind of good at this. And I said, well, that's what I do overseas too. And he's like, when are you coming back? But yeah, I would never, after a while, I think once I finished the military, I never wanted to touch law enforcement again, because it was like, I think I'd had enough. I just had enough. So it was fun.
We'll talk privately about that.
I'm never.
I left mental health.
I'm never doing it again. Well, I mean, I still do, doctor stuff. I don't think I'd want to do mental health at all. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't mind doing medical stuff, but Biker Girl, welcome in. Hang on, you get more businessy.
Hey guys, happy Friday.
Every time you come on, you're more businessy.
Oh shit! It is. Wow.
I feel like I'm part of a hostile takeover. She's about to confiscate my channel and demote me.
Don't worry, she still can't make it be quiet.
Oh, she can't make it on time. That's right.
And nobody can do that.
I know, right?
All right.
Don't feel
That's
bad. I
true.
was late.
That's true. It's West Coast time.
Yeah.
Biker Girl, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, happy anniversary. Late.
Good. Happy
Late,
Friday,
but
everybody. How's everybody doing? Thank you.
all right.
Well,
We're talking about places to go, people to see, things we want to do in our neck of the woods. So if I came to visit you up there in them cold mountains and said, take me somewhere cool, where would you take me?
So, like,
it's okay to say that you'd send them to my house.
straight up
There's
Highway
cool
1,
places
my friend.
up here. Yeah.
Like an actual venue, or just sights and scenes? Because the parks out here are pretty
Let's
amazing.
go eat and go for a ride and take me somewhere cool.
Pacific Coast Highway.
World's
Yes.
largest ball of string.
Yes.
Yeah, right. We have.
That's in Cocker City, Kansas.
Where's
It is.
the world's largest ball of earwax?
Oh, that's awesome.
Ew.
It's in your house, I think, isn't it?
I think it's in California.
Wax?
Well, look,
I have no idea.
We're very clean people.
I think it's in.
Big redwood trees and
I do want to go through a redwood tree. I do want to see the redwood forest and drive through trees and just
It's
go. Ah.
gorgeous.
Broham,
And the
hate to break it to you, you
twisties
can't
are
drive to the
amazing.
tree anymore.
And I want to
No,
go
you
to
can't.
Multnomah Falls when it's not
you can
raining.
drive through the one in Leggett.
Multnomah
Whatever.
Falls.
Oh,
Whatever.
Those are amazing. Heck
Yeah. And if you're at Multnomah Falls, you can take the other side of the river and go up to Columbia House. And there's like this twisty 5-mile switchback road. And you can see all down the Columbia one way to the other. It's just beautiful.
What's the there's
And then
a
you go to Voodoo Donuts and catch a.
Yeah.
been to Voodoo Donuts. I did go to Voodoo Donuts.
Yep.
So what is the haunted house that used to belong to a publisher? We went there. It's haunted, and it belonged to a guy who somehow offended the natives, and they cursed his family. Me and Diana went
Winchester
there.
Mansion.
Winchester Mansion.
Winchester
No.
I've been there. It's fucking amazing.
It was owned by a publisher. It wasn't the Winchester
wasn't.
Mansion.
No, it wasn't.
No, this one
It
was.
owned by. Oh, okay.
This one was. It's in Portland.
Oh,
Somebody
Oh,
listening
okay.
to the tour.
And it was owned by a newspaper publisher whose entire family met grisly ends. They either fell to their deaths, committed suicide, or were shot. Every member of the family. The last member of the family was a daughter who they had committed when she was 14. And when they went to try to get her out
Somebody's
of,
calling me right now.
well, they went to try to get her out of
Guys, I'll be
the
right back.
they went to try to get her out of the facility, and found out she wasn't actually crazy. They locked her away because they didn't want to give the business to a female.
oh, I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember their names. Wasn't there two of them?
Well,
There were
the,
two sisters, and they wound up starving to death.
no. They finally let her out, and one of them did starve to death, yes, but the one actually
Yeah.
got out, and they were trying to force the other sister to marry a guy where a man would own the company. Oh, it was really messed up. But anyway, when the woman got out of the insane asylum, she was totally sane. Nothing was wrong with her, and she inherited the whole place, sold it, and left the state.
All right.
I
It's
don't know. I'm looking right now.
it's not far from some big observatory that's on top of a mountain. I'll have to look it up. We went to that mansion, Masharona Mountain Falls, and the other one all on the same day.
The Pittock. There's the Pittock Mansion.
Pittock is Pittock. Pretty sure that's
Yeah.
What
it.
state are we in?
There's
Portland.
Oh, we're in Portland, Steve.
Portland.
Also, there's the Pittock Mansion. There's the Freaky but True Peculiarium. There's the Skeleton Key Auditorium.
It's the Pittock Mansion.
Yeah. But also, Portland is the home of Atlas Obscura, that app on your phone. Have you ever loaded that, Steve? It's really cool. If you download Atlas Obscura on your phone, it will tell you cool places to go within whatever range where you're at. I use it sometimes when I'm traveling.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't. That sounds. It's called.
I have to check it out.
Atlas
It's called
Obscure?
Atlas Obscure.
Oh,
yeah.
Atlas Obscure. Okay.
Yeah.
Never heard of her.
Oh, random side note for you guys that are coming from the PNW or anywhere out there on the left coast.
Yeah.
If you're on I-40 coming through Arkansas, stop in
Yeah,
Fort Smith.
I will be.
Hit up Hanging Judge Parker's courthouse. Good times.
I have been through Fort Smith because there's a Harley stop there. Pretty cool little town.
Yeah, the Harley shop is about 5 miles as crow flies from Judge Parker's courthouse, but the museum there, it's pretty cool because, Fort Smith was considered to be the gateway to the West for a period of time back in
Yep.
the day. But, there's a lot of history there.
540,
No, yeah.
Judge Parker's courthouse, Fort Smith.
Gma and her lists.
Well, I found some really cool spots to go to, and to tell you the truth, I've still got SD cards from a couple of trips ago that I haven't mined any of the stuff off of yet. The only thing that holds me back is I'm such a shitty narrator.
Well, so when you're here, if you do still come, we're gonna go over your editing. I'm gonna teach you how to edit.
Wow.
I'll
Fuck you.
I'll make you awesome. Your music. I notice in your. Well, I'm sorry, but sometimes you suck. I'm just gonna throw that out there. there's like she'll be running a video and then talk in the video and then edit over the video and then narrate over the video, and it's like I can help her with this. Well, I was gonna help her with her, but now fuck you. I ain't helping you. You're on your own.
I'll take the help.
No, too late.
No.
Nope, you fucked
I don't
yourself.
feel bad.
Too
I'm
late.
making my shit up as I go along.
Oh no.
Well, I've never claimed to be a very good editor, but I do like to ride, and I like to show people the places I go. So
I wanted to help you. It's
I
fine.
will happily take that.
No, it's fine. Okay.
No. Even if I didn't want the help, I'm going to hear about it anyway. So I'll happily take your help. Give me a bad time about my videos.
Whatever. I just wanted to help.
I'll take it. I told you I'd take it.
All right.
I finally passed 400 people.
Sweet.
I know.
The way you
Wow.
drive, I know you did. Shit. Oh, you mean on subscribers? Oh, yeah.
Subscribers. Yeah. Yep.
All right, biker girl.
Yeah.
Did you finish your where to go place, or did I cut you off? I did.
I think we talked about it. We talked about the trees, the big trees, the dry fig tree and Leggett.
I got too excited at the trees. Yeah, I think I cut you off. So why don't they let you drive through the trees anymore?
Because the cars were getting too big and the tree was in bad health.
Oh, okay.
But you can still take the twisties to get up there.
I think they should let the motorcycles.
I think it depends. There's a couple drive-through trees.
Who thought it'd be a good idea to make a tunnel through a fucking tree and go, there's no way this tree's gonna die. Let's cut the whole middle out of this tree.
Seriously.
They didn't care because there was a lot in the 30s.
Yeah.
It's government. Cut a hole through it so we can drive through it. Then we're not going to let them.
It's so small. I can't believe that cars used to go through there.
Well, cars
I
used to
know,
not be very
cars
big,
were a
so
lot smaller.
Well, back when they cut the hole in the tree, half the cars that were on the road, you had the crank thing that you stuck in the front and spun around to start it.
They're tiny.
well, figure that like the average car back in 1930, 1940 weighed like, a ton. Now every car weighs
Yeah.
like 2 tons.
Yeah.
Some weigh more. So it's like
Yeah.
you didn't have AC, you didn't have motors in the windows, you didn't have motors on the windshield wipers.
Yeah.
The engines themselves were like little 4-bangers, if that.
I was,
Going forward as we go backwards. For shame. Anyway, motorcycles. Awesome. Let's talk about it. All right, Doug, so what do you like about your new Gray Ghost?
Fast. But it's not fast enough.
What's he got on it?
Harley,
We can
Harley
fix
has
that.
this. It's a 117, but it's not. Let's just say that the warranty is no longer valid. They actually put a speed limiter on it of 120. I got to open it up one time between Yuma Bend and Yuma Desert. There's that one stretch of Interstate 8 just where there's nothing out there. There was no traffic. There's I'm not opening it up, and I was very just. But yeah, it's quick. Gets around. It's got that cartoon rear tire, that big fat tire on the back takes some getting used to. I'm noticing that as you start to lean into your turn, it really wants to lean at a certain point. It wants to really tip over fast as you lean into the turn. So those are the problems. Other than that,
That's weird.
freaking love it.
My Street Glide, weird enough, it actually handles better than the Sportster.
Yeah, this one, it just has that big fat cartoon tire on it, that oval, kind of half oval tire. It's just weird.
Hey, Doug, a lot of that is because of the factory fitment Dunlop, because of the way the carcass is built on that thing. All of our folks that come in with the fat tires, you know, on like, you know, the bigger fat boys or the newer fat boys and stuff, we put a Metzler on them, and it's a totally different critter, man.
Well, I'm also a little bit disappointed that Harley kept the rubber grommets on everything. It would have been nice if the swing arm didn't have rubber grommets. If they would have gone with what the hell are they? The different ones.
You talking about where they pivot?
Yeah, the polyurethane. If they'd have gone with poly, that would have probably stabilized a little bit. It's got a little bit of a wiggle when I'm going around curves at faster speeds. And the same thing with the steering on it. It's got a little bit of a wobble to it. But that'll be changed out once I get rid of the rubber and go poly.
Well, so where's the rubber and poly? We're talking about like changing them out for Delron?
Yeah, the grommets that are like on the swing arm there on the front, and the same thing up on your steering, I guess. But
up on the bar risers.
Yeah, you got those rubber grommets, and it just has that little. Once at a certain speed, it has a little bit of a harmonic wobble to it.
Yeah,
and I don't really care for that. You know, I switched them out on the other bikes, and they're just a lot more stable. You'd think that Harley would do something about that. That single shock rear end, though, that brings in a lot of stability. I'm happy with that. I'm glad that Harley did that.
Oh, speaking of that rear end, did you check to see if that thing is covered under the recall?
No.
Oh yeah.
There's a recall.
Yeah, apparently some of the newer Softail models, the mounting tab on the swing arm where it's welded on, it's been breaking off and it's been stabbing the shock into the rear tire.
Well, that's no good.
Oops.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
That's an instant
No.
fail.
Well, Scorpion actually wants me to bring it in for this next oil change, and they want to go ahead and just do everything for free on it. If they get to use it on the video, so I'm gonna let them go ahead and do that. Can't turn down free.
Can't turn down
well,
free.
I mean it's a safety recall, so you know it might be worth mentioning to them.
Yeah. Thank you for that information. I'll definitely pass that on to Aaron and give him a hard time about it.
Yeah, man. I think they changed the riser bushes on like the 23 and up models on the front end, but whenever I get back to work, I'll look into it. But I've actually been 3D printing polyurethane riser bushes, you know, to replace the rubbers. Whenever you make it down here for the camp out, man, hit me up. And if it's something that I've got, I'll give you some. You can throw them in there and try them out.
I'll buy them from you.
Don't worry about
Try
that.
them out that way.
Dude, they cost like 12 cents for me to make.
Yeah, I know. And you got a business to run, man. That's what happens.
Well, Doug, if you want to buy something, I need a keychain.
I'll hook you guys all up. Joe, put me on tab for all of their keychains.
And a T-shirt.
And T-shirt. Shoot, especially Steve. He's giving everything away. Nobody ever gives him a damn thing.
Oh no, I bought him lunch. I bought him a tank of gas. What else did I buy? Oh, I bought you coffee. Bought you breakfast.
3 days later.
I take care of Steve. No, I take care of Steve. Steve's my man. Even though he's probably bought me 10 times more shit than I bought him, but still, I try. I do what I
Sit
can.
tight, guys. I'll be right back.
Speaking of,
Where he's giving away boots and shoes and everything, I'm like, nah, you know what? I'll buy them. I'm good. I'm good.
You should also come out to the like.
Well, you put in a. I mean, I'm not gonna fault but you put in a ton of hours building a business up, and it's like, you know. I don't know.
so let's see. I went out to Weldon Springs. I got 2 T-shirts or 3 T-shirts, a hat. I got charcuterie. I got tacos. I got a whole bunch of Modelo's. So yeah, that was. I had the most comfortable couch, and I'm not being facetious here. That couch sucked my entire soul out of my body. I would lay down, and the next thing I know, I could hear Steve's alarm going off, or I could hear Steve up in the shower the next morning, and I'm like, how did time pass so fast? Yeah. So yeah,
Nice.
I would say that trip paid for itself. No, and
It's some of the way I am, I guess. That Aaron and Daniel down at Scorpion Harley Davidson gave me a shirt, and Aaron's girlfriend did this embroidery thing on it with like 110,000 stitches, and I'm not exaggerating. And it's just awesome looking. And a bunch of the guys in the shop are looking at it, going, "Wow, this is like one of one," And so I was like, and they're just giving me this stuff, and I'm like, everybody likes this. And I said, "How many employees you got?" He said, 40. And I said, Aaron, ask your girlfriend how much that costs to do that. And she said, $40. And I said, put one on for everybody in the shop on whatever they want to do it on, and I'll cover it. I don't know. Give me something, I'm going to give it back tenfold. So that's just the way I go. And I know with businesses, it's giving stuff away is good, especially to Rainey and G-Ma and Just a Biker Girl and Joe. Yeah, of course, give it away to them, because that's going to drum up that business. But there's a certain point, So
Hey, can y'all hear me right now?
yeah, I can hear you. Oh, you're froze. Oh, there you are froze.
Okay.
So
Hey, Joe.
Well, I had to swap out my earbuds, and I didn't know if they both had a mic in them or not.
Oh,
it's lagging just a
Good
little
point.
bit, but I think we're okay. All right, so Steve's turn. I haven't asked
Okay.
Steve yet. Steve, so if we came to visit you and said, take me somewhere cool, take me somewhere to eat, where would you take us?
Probably the closest place to my office and say eat food.
or where would you send us if you didn't have time to take us?
That's probably a better question.
Yeah.
Go there.
Yeah.
And say there's some food up there if you want. LA and PCH is that way.
He would not really do that. He wouldn't.
It's a great ride. I am at the base of Mount Baldy, and there is some good riding behind Glendora Bridge Road, and that is a nice ride if it's open. Mount Baldy, up to Mount Baldy is a nice ride. And there's a really good biker bar at kind of Mount Baldy Village. See a lot of patches up there. There's some good riding in like the Malibu area and like the Topanga area and the canyons. And, there's some pockets for sure. Orange County. There's definitely some good riding, but a lot of it is, going down 5 south of San Diego, or south of San Clemente, going along the coast, up through Huntington Beach, and then there's just a lot. And then, well, depending on where you were in California, if you take Pacific Coast Highway, you have to Santa Cruz up to like San Francisco. That ride alone is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
The favorite that is pretty breathtaking is if you can make it up to Yosemite. And there's about 45 minutes of switchbacks, but then you go into this tunnel at the very end of it, and it's like a space tunnel basically. It's like dark, and then you shoot out the other side, and it's like you're in Jurassic Park. There's like waterfalls, and you see Half Dome. It's pretty amazing. They have a little pull-up because people want to stop and take pictures. But if you go in early summer, late spring, and if there's snow melt and the waterfalls are going, that's a pretty unbelievable scene. So it kind of depends on where you feel like going. If you want to go out and shoot some guns, we'll go out to the desert area, BLM, land 29 bombs, something like that. although probably would take it on a motorcycle. But you know, just there's a lot of interesting spots. You just have to get to them, and the freeways are kind of annoying and frustrating where I'm at. So I tend to stay local and just do the mountain rides. Big Bear's got some great riding. But again, like I just, you know, I don't love riding on the freeways here, so I kind of avoid them when I can, which limits your ability to go places. But you know, Southern California riding and riders in general, I've said this before, we're kind of a different breed in the sense that we don't do the longer trips like you guys do. We do like afternoon trips on a Sunday where it's like a 2-3 hour ride, and that's a trip for us. Whereas, you know, you guys are going, you know, camping trips for days. For the most part, unless you're Matt Laidlaw, but he's going out of California. He's,
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's going all over the place. He plans these like 1,000-mile trips. We tend to have shorter rides in general, so that's why, like, when the conversation always turns to like, what do you bring on like a long term or like a long motorcycle ride, I just shut up because I'm like, yeah, like your AAA card, I don't know.
No, that's
Well-
a valid thing.
Well, you've got to ride
I
through a
actually
desert
always
to
bring
get.
a AAA card too.
Yeah, Steve, you got
Is
to
this
ride
the
through a
point where I
desert to
say
get
I am my
anywhere.
own AAA card?
Yeah. I have a 1-800 call David on my phone. That's my mechanic.
Yeah.
His ringtone is the cash thing, you know, how the cash register. Yeah, so
Oh,
every time
cha-ching.
David calls me, I know I got to take that call. Yeah,
Yeah. But I mean, California's a great,
it's beautiful down there.
I was about to say it's a great state, but I wanted to qualify that remark. It's a great place to ride in.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doug.
Same about Washington.
Yeah. So,
I wouldn't mind checking out NorCal, but the part of California that I saw a few times that we went out there visiting the girl egg whenever she was still at Camp Pendleton, man, it just didn't really do a whole lot for me.
Camp Pendleton is
Coronado. Go to
that's
Coronado.
like Coronado's interesting, but again, like you're just going down to 5. Same with Camp Pendleton. Like there are areas, but Camp Pendleton you can't really get to. There's some spots in that area around the Mission Viejo area,
Yeah.
but for the most part, it's, you know, once you get down to the Camp Pendleton and Oceanside area, down, you know, Coronado down to the San Diego or something 5. There's probably some offshoots, but
Yeah, La Jolla's all
there's nothing
right.
special. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing
La Jolla-
special
yeah, La-
about,
La
unless
Jolla's
you
all
want to
right.
go to the town itself.
I'm going to go to the Hearst Castle area.
Yeah.
I liked Coronado because I never had to leave. I just stayed on the island the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I thought it was diverse, like no matter which direction you went, you saw different scenery. So you could see desert, the mountains, you know, the ocean, the valleys.
Yeah, everything's within 3 hours.
It's right there, right?
Yeah.
It is.
You can go from
Um,
snow to get a tan on the beach in the same afternoon.
I've gone surfing and snowboarding the same day. No
That's
problem.
awesome.
And you know, you drive an hour east, you're in desert,
Yeah.
like the Mojave, and then you drive into LA, you're very much an urban.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
there's Malibu, which I stay away from LA like the plague, unless I have to go to LAX. And then, you know, there's Malibu, which is kind of where I would recommend starting PCH. because above Malibu, there's not a whole lot of traffic. Most of it's, in LA. But if you go closer to Ventura and stuff like that, that's good riding. And then, obviously Orange County's got some amazing beaches if you go to the right ones. You can definitely go to the wrong beaches in LA, in Orange County, but and like I said, I live at the base of Mount Baldy, and it's 10,000 feet, so it gets plenty of snow, and then Big Bear is just a couple hours away. It gets even more. So it's interesting because we have, and that's really the only reason that I wouldn't leave, is because of the climate, and it's this kind of Mediterranean style climate, and there's a lot where you can go, but that's really the only thing keeping me here, to be honest.
My first exposure to California was I had a job to do. I was working for a sign company, and I flew into Los Angeles and got an economy car. And at LA Airport, an economy car was a convertible Mustang. And I drove from LA to Beaumont, California, which was like driving from super LA. We've all seen it on the news and on TV and on murder shows, out to Beaumont, which was a urban, like a suburb, which was like little shopping malls and movie theaters and all this. Stayed there overnight, worked on a sign. The next day, drove to Palm Springs. On the way to Palm Springs, I saw cows on the side of mountains and windmills and desert and rolling hills. And all of a sudden, there was a big stretch of desert. And I was like, I'm going the wrong direction. I'm heading out in the middle of the desert. I've seen pictures of Palm Springs. This is not Palm Springs. And then all of a sudden, I seen this little green dot on the horizon. And next thing I know, I'm rolling into a literal oasis. And it couldn't have been more than maybe 2 or 3 miles wide, maybe 10 miles long, maybe. This big green thing. And the first thing I see is this huge golf course. After seeing probably 50 miles of sand and rocks, all of a sudden there's a lush green golf course in the middle of the desert. And I was like, I must be dehydrated. This can't be real. And then I roll into Palm Springs. So it was like...
And then if you go a little further, now you're in Joshua Tree.
Yeah. It was like,
So
what the hell?
I love Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
Not
so
much
there
there,
is-
but it was pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's an interesting Southern California.
Yeah.
And I lived in San Francisco for 5 years. For grad school, and I wouldn't stay up there just because it's too cold and too rainy for me.
You'd hate it up here.
It's never too rainy.
What's rain?
One of these days, I would love to have the opportunity to ride the PCH, but the thing is, I'd have to fly out there and rent a bike. Because if I rode some of my junk out there, there'd probably be some official at the state line to go and just stop. No, turn around.
There is.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, I would like to ride. So the stretch we rode from Los Angeles out to Willow Springs, except for the first 30 minutes of it, was gorgeous. It was like desert and cool mountains and highways and sunrises and little shops on the side of the road and little bitty villas on the side of the road. And it was and I would love to ride that on a motorcycle. Not at 4 o'clock in the morning, however.
And not when it's super hot like it was. 'Cause
Yeah.
We were all smoked by the time we got back.
Well, it was like 50 degrees in the morning when we're driving there, and then coming back, it was like 90 degrees. So it was like...
But you're right. You drive, up, 10 miles east, and you're on the 15, driving up to Willow Springs. You're in a different world. It's totally different.
I showed that video to somebody today from the Willow Springs visit, and it was gorgeous. And I was remembering how gorgeous it was, and the sunrises, and going up on the side of the mountain to the racetracks and stuff. And I would love to ride that on a motorcycle. I think it'd just be so cool.
No, I mean it's definitely it's definitely fun to have everything centralized. And I grew up surfing, so I can't be. I feel weird if I'm not relatively close to the Pacific, and I know that not like if you're not surfing, it's you're like, what are you talking about? It just feels odd to me.
Jesus.
So I wish things were different sometimes. But great weather. And yeah, so that's where I would go. There's plenty of places to go, but
You know what
if
else? And correct me, Steve. Tell me what road this is. When you go, I think they call it the Pines to Palms. Is it 371? And you wind through and over the mountain, and there's statues, like metal sculptures of like wild horses jumping the canyon as you drive through it, and you pop out in Palm Springs. I think you go through Anza-Borrego and
could be, yeah.
something like that. They've got metal sculptures just on the side of the roads and way up on the top of the canyon cliffs. It's really cool.
And then there's like, the snake in Topanga, which it's not open very often, or at least every time I've gone that area. Like when I went to go see Risk, because he lives in Thousand Oaks, I would stop by and see if the snake was open. And it's closed a lot of the time, but that's it. That's always an interesting bucket list, even though it's only like 1.2 miles. That's always an interesting one, and just that ride from through Topanga Canyon and down Mulholland, essentially, and then you spit out at Malibu. So it's it's definitely a cool place. You just got to get through the freeways.
Does Laidlaw have a motorcycle museum there?
A museum?
Yeah.
At Laidlaw Harley Davidson?
Yeah.
I mean, it's massive. So, and they've got a lot of used bikes. So we could call it a museum if you want, but I don't think they have a museum. Blackmore Ranch is an awesome place to go. We went out there for an event. That's more of, I wouldn't call it a museum, but it's that's a pretty cool place with a lot of old bikes.
I've heard that before. Somebody went there. I don't know if it was who's
Lindsay came out with me.
no, Blackmore. Who? Maybe it was you that. Okay, it was you that went to Blackmore.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was one of the shows I watched or something, but okay.
Well, it was a Pan America
Experience.
Zipper, leave him alone. Leave him
and,
alone.
on dirt, and I'd never ridden a Pan America, and I'd never ridden on flat track dirt. So that was interesting and fun, but so it's a Blackmore Ranch. I think it's up for sale actually for like $20 million or something.
Wifey says that wherever the trail is, when I ride it, it'll get wet. It did not get wet when we went to Willow Springs, but we weren't on motorcycles though, so maybe that was it.
So when it rains here,
Well, in your defense, it is in a desert, so yeah.
when it rains here, it's team coverage on the news. I kid you not. Like when there's an actual storm, and they're like, we've got 3 to 4 inches,
The Centauri shows up.
and you go to every local station, it's live team coverage because rain's coming, and it's raining. It's a really big deal when it rains here.
We probably all remember
Wow.
this, but remember the old Weather Channel stories whenever there's a major hurricane or something, Rick Santori shows up. And they had a commercial where Rick Santori has an umbrella and a little beach ball and a little cooler, and he's walking down to the beach, and everybody sees him and starts packing up all their stuff and running.
Yeah, they start packing their shit.
And he's
up
like
and all
looking
that.
around, what's going on? And then they show him he's on the beach and he's all by himself. Because wherever Rick Santori shows up,
Smart man.
it's a storm.
You get the entire beach to yourself.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I would like to ride out that way and go to some stuff. I love going to motorcycle museums. There's one around, it's probably an hour
Yeah.
from here. Jonesboro Harley Davidson was the first Harley Davidson dealer in Arkansas. And it was in a shop probably the size of a garage. And they converted the old shop into a museum. And they've got probably 20 bikes there that go all the way back to like the 20s. And they've got a couple of the old Harley Cushman scooters and some of the ice cream carts and just stuff you've never seen before, like a 4-cylinder. And that's the whole back part. But they don't like tout it. You've got to walk through the showroom and ask, hey, can I look at the museum? Oh, yeah, it's back here. And they bring you back there. And I filmed in there. I filmed some of the bikes in there. And it's just like, it's like stuff you never dreamed that Harley would make, like little scooters and little dirt bikes and like 50cc dirt bikes. And
Golf carts.
yeah, and I'd seen some of them and I thought, well, this must be a joke. Someone put a Harley sticker on a dirt bike. It's an actual dirt bike. And then they have one of the Rotaxes in there. And the only other place I've ever seen the Rotax Harleys was in Barber. Barber has one. So it is just placed in the middle of nowhere. You wouldn't think they would have all these classic, valuable motorcycles. It's in the middle of a freaking rice field in Arkansas.
At the Petty Jean Motor Museum, they've got an old Cervicar Harley, it's an old 45 flathead, and it's got a hot dog vending thing built onto the back cab of it.
Yeah,
I love that shit.
yeah, the one there, it was an ice cream cart. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, really? Yeah. Anyway, who's got museums around their house? Because now I want to go to a museum.
if you're
The Harley Davidson Museum has got so many cool, random little things in it. I had a great time there in Milwaukee.
One day. Go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry.
No, if you ever have a chance to go to a Sons of Speed event, you'll see some Harleys
Yes.
that are amazing. They're like 1925,
Priceless. And they're getting them out in the mud. It's ridiculous.
and they're going down.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, no, it's a crazy culture. And I'm really happy that I'm sort of part of it.
The best thing about that Sons of Speed event was Thelma, Hot Tamale. This lady's in her late 60s, and she does dirt racing, mud racing,
I'll be right back.
ice racing, and she was a character. She's a freaking character out here. Her steel blue leathers racing around the track, and it took me a while to figure out that there's a woman racing that thing, and everybody else
That's
is
pretty
probably
cool.
guys in their 40s, maybe a couple guys in their early 50s. This chick though, she was running hot. And I got to interview her for a little bit, and she's talking about how she had a bad wreck in the ice, and she jumps up, and everybody's running over to her because like, oh my God, she went down, and she jumps up and goes, "What?" But she was a character. She was a hoot. Everybody's quiet.
I know. It's like abnormally quiet.
It's abnormally quiet. Oh my God, what did I say? All right, Becker girl, when are you going to come to one of the Forgotten Angels events? You can
Really?
you can fly to frickin' Mexico, but you can't come see us. What the hell?
Yeah. Oh, come on. I
Whatever.
will save up my PTO and plan on it for next year.
The next one's in March, but I don't. You can go to the one in March, but it's going to be. Well, I don't know. If you fly there, it won't matter. I
You
guess.
can, but I won't be there.
Yeah, March is very cold coming back, so we'll see what next year brings. But
Yeah.
October is I'm definitely going to be there. March is let's see how the weather turns out because the way the weather's been being lately, it might be stupid cold here by the time I drive down there, or I might end up just driving down there and renting a bike. Who knows? But it's much easier to ride back when it's October than in March. we'll see.
Absolutely.
I never thought about driving my car over there, but that's a long ass drive.
Yeah. If it's, I tell people, working nights and stuff like I used to, I drive the motorcycle because you can't fall asleep on a motorcycle. Whenever I work nights and I'm coming back in the morning in the car, I fall asleep every time. Get to the red light, fall asleep. On a motorcycle, you can't do that because you're too engaged.
Well, you could, but
Well, you got to be really dead to fall asleep on a motorcycle, and you shouldn't be on it anyway if it's that bad. I have fell asleep driving actually when I used to drive in midnight going down to FA. I remember leaning into a corner and the bike was still trying to go straight, and I was like leaning. I was like, why is the bike still going straight? And I was like, oh, it's because I'm not turning. And I finally turned into the corner. I was like, I got to stop for coffee somewhere.
have you ever ridden through, I think it's Wyoming? They have one of those really hot fucking states. The roads are pink. And it's really strange because to me, these pink roads are somewhat hypnotic after a couple of hours. And they put me to sleep when I'm riding. And so that was one of the best things about having a car, so I could listen to music and blast it. Because otherwise, for some reason, a pink road will just put me right to sleep.
I'm going to try something different
get
this
it.
year with my Cardo. Instead of using
What?
the in-helmet speakers, I'm going to use earbuds and plug that into the Cardo and then put the helmet over them to
Why?
try to cut down road noise. Where I can still hear my music and then so I've tried the Cardo with the in-ear headphones and the helmet with earplugs, and then you just got to turn the music up to hear it. And then so what good are you doing? You're still trying to turn the music up. So this year I'm going to try the earbuds, the plug earbuds, and just plug them into the Cardo jack because it's the same plug. It's the same jack.
Because, see, I tried that before, and the earbuds stuffed into my ear that way made my ears hurt after a couple, 3 hours.
Well, you got to get the gel flange. You get the ones with gel flanges where they're nice and soft because I sleep in them. I have to sleep with them because my wife snores so loud.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. But anyway,
Well,
love you,
us
baby.
know how that works for you, Rainey.
She'll probably
I'll
kill me.
know firsthand because I'll be there.
Yeah, I've been doing it going to
Turns out
work.
dead, we know why.
She's talking about the earbuds, not my wife killing me. Hopefully. So,
It was a tragic accident. He slipped and fell on a steak knife 17 times
Yeah.
in his sleep.
in the back,
Yep.
I fell up the stairs. All 2 flights.
Is it just me? But the thing is, I mean, anymore, I can do long distance drives I can do long distance trips on a bike easier than I can on a car.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of that is because in a car, you just don't think you feel like you need to stop unless you need gas. On a bike, you're just kind of, at least I am, you're predestined to spend 125 miles, 150 miles, time to stop. You get off, you run around a little bit, you circulate, get something to eat. Oh, cool, let's ride some more. Cars are just really boring. Once you get, again, it's like watching color TV. If you've watched black and white TV your entire life, you get used to it. Then you get a color TV, and the next time you watch a black and white TV, you're like, this sucks. I think cars and motorcycles are the same way. You can ride in a car, and you don't know what you're missing. And then you get on the motorcycle, and you have too much fun.
Like whenever we, take a trip in Turby or something, be sitting there, and I'm 100 miles in, and I'm like, man, my ass is hurting, and my shoulders are sore, my elbows sore from where I prop it up on the door, crap like that.
Yes.
I'm squirming around trying to get comfy. My knees are hurting, and if I'm on a bike, I don't have those problems.
You know what it
On
is?
a bike, you can fidget more.
Well, in the car, I don't have a sheepskin seat. That's what it is. That's why the car is not is comfortable. There you go. I just moved the sheepskin.
Did he buy a sheepskin seat for his car?
A sheepskin sheet?
A
No, because it's not
sheepskin
worth it.
sheet, yeah.
Because it's not worth it.
I know, right? Because he never drives his car.
Well, I don't even have a car anymore. It's hers, and it's like I haven't had a car now for like almost 3 years, and
Same.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. The car is invitation only, so the weather will be bad. And she's like, maybe you should take the car today. I'm like, why? Shit, I'm already ready. I actually like, especially when it's cold down to like maybe 40 degrees. I can bundle up enough to get on the bike. So I put the gear on when I'm warm. I get on the bike. It's less than 30 minutes to get to work. I get to work. I'm still warm except for maybe my fingers. In the car, you get in the car. It's cold. By the time the car warms up, you're halfway to work, and you've been cold for 15 minutes. Same thing with the heat. It's hot outside. You get in the car. The car is still 150 degrees for like the first 5-10 minutes. You get on a bike. As soon as you're moving, you're cool. And you look cool. So it's just like cars become just kind of, unless the weather is like somewhere between like 50 and 70, they're really impractical. I think they should ban them.
Well, see, that's
Just
the thing.
saying.
That's the way we're all wired, because we've all been riding for years and everything, and we're like, oh, car, cool. Oh, car, cool. Oh, Cadillac, cool. Motorcycle, hey, that's a cool ass bike, and it may be some 40-year-old shitbox that's got bread ties and duct tape holding the seat down, but we like
Yeah,
bikes.
but I
so
love
there
that
you go.
shit. Yeah.
Speaking of shit boxes, I got a front tire for the Kawasaki, so now I just need a back tire for it, and I'm actually thinking about not putting any of this stuff back on it except for the lights.
Oh, just leave it naked.
I'll put the piece on for the dash, put maybe the front cowl on, and instead of putting the cowl on and the fairing for the headlights, just getting mount-on headlights that I can mount to the frame, kind of like
Well,
beast
just get
bars.
some of the ears that clamp around the forks.
Yeah, because it's like the bike looks so cool naked. It's just like it looks like a little monster. I mean, it's like
Yeah, it's got kind of a Mad Maxi vibe to it.
yeah, it needs some spikes on it. Maybe a skull. Maybe
Oh God, no.
it needs a cow skull on the front. No, I'm just kidding. Well, or am I? Or am I? A raccoon. Oh, it needs raccoon skulls. That's what it needs.
Yeah.
That'd be
Well,
awesome.
no, you need like a
Tail.
whole. You need a whole ass stuffed raccoon is what you need.
Nah, just a skull. The stuffed raccoon will draw fleas.
Yeah.
No,
Depends on how much gas you spill whenever you're gassing up.
just kidding. The dead ones. So anybody's who ever been deer hunting, once an animal's dead, all the ticks and the fleas jump off.
Yeah.
So I think a stuffed one would be just fine. If it's not warm, they jump off.
Yeah, a buddy of mine found that shit out the hard way. He shot a doe. He drew a doe tag one year, and he threw her in the back of his little Suzuki Samurai he had.
No.
And yeah, that thing was infested, man. I mean, he was putting bug bombs in that thing like every week for like 2 months.
Yeah, we used to put tarps down under them because when you hang the deer, all the ticks and the stuff start dropping off. We don't want them dropping into the ground that you're working on and walking around, with your stupid kids barefoot and flip flops and crap. So we put tarps under them to catch everything, and then we'd spray it down with DEET so when they fell, it would kill them or at least contain them a little bit.
Well, we had an excuse. We were in high school and we were stupid.
Yeah, you'd be amazed at how many parasites are hanging on to a deer. It's insane. That's why you skin them, though. Anyway, where did we get here? Hi, Steve.
California.
Yeah, it started with California and it kind of went from there.
Damn California. Well, it started with Tampa, and it was like, yeah, it's fucked up. Next.
Yeah, well,
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I'm a shitty tour guide. What can I say?
Well, so to close it off, anybody in the chat, so we will be in Tampa in, is it 5 weeks now? Yep, we'll be in Puerto Rico in 5 weeks. Where are we gonna go?
Wow.
Where are we gonna go? What are we gonna do? Where do we go from here? I know I want to go to Ride Factory. Scrambled
I'll be in
egg.
the kitchen.
I do want to go to Stein and Vine again. I want to go to Coppertails. Obviously going to the airport a couple of times to pick people up. And Coppertails is right by the airport, so let's plan that. If we can get Red in on time, and she'll probably go, I don't know if she's picking up a bike or if she's going to rent one or get one from somebody in Tampa, but as soon as we pick up Red, let's go to Coppertail.
I got her covered on a scooter. I just got to get my ass in gear and do a couple things to it.
What else we want to see? I don't think I want to see any beaches there. I don't want to see any gators. Where's the botanical garden? Where does it sound as I do like botanical gardens?
Well, you got like the big one, that's off of exit 55 in I-4, and it's still a ways off exit 55. But Bach Tower Gardens. That's the big bougie one. They got the Sunken Gardens here in St. Pete, and just what I've seen, driving by it and all that, it looks pretty cool. I just never have gone there.
Sunken Garden sounds pretty cool. That sounds like Sunken City, which I like. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds like a book I'd read.
Right.
The Sunken City. So yeah, let's check it out. Gma, you up for it?
Sure, I'm in.
Or do you just want to serve food all weekend?
No, I'm over that. I'll hang out for a while and help out, but no.
Yeah, I'm going to do my
not
part. Well, see, last time I was there, what we do, I served a little food, cleaned some toilets, unclogged some toilets, dumped a lot of trash, fixed a generator. Yeah, so I guess I'll do the same thing this time. Doug, if you show up, you could be my technical cohort.
I thought I'd get to be a guest my first time.
No, the first
That
time,
happened.
first time you earn your keep. First time you earn your keep.
Dude, first time I showed up at a camp out and everything, I wasn't even there 5 minutes, and they're like, "Hey, this is broke. Can you fix this?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh, I got up one morning. I think it was probably like a Friday morning. I get up and it's like they had those shower trailers out there, and everybody's like, "Do you know anything about generators?" It's like, "Yeah." Something's wrong with this one. I get over there and look at it. First thing I check is the gas. There's no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it.
So I'm like, I go find David. I was like, "Where do y'all keep the gas?" "Oh, it's right there." So go fill it full of gas. I was like, it can't be this easy. Put gas in it. First pull, it cranks up. It's like, okay,
Oh, we can.
wait 5 minutes. We'll have hot water. So you're so freaking smart. You must be the smartest man on earth.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's cool sometimes being a technician because the things that just stump the shit out of people. It's like, you ain't gonna gas it.
Right?
Oh, I gotta tell this story, and I'm sure I've told this story before. But when I was up in Chicago, I worked in a gym as a trainer, and one of the clients calls me and says, "Hey, my truck just stopped in the middle of the highway. Do you know anything about trucks?" And I'm like, "Yeah, maybe." She goes, "It just stopped." So I drive out to where she is, and I'm like, "So what was it doing?" She goes, "I don't know. I was just driving and it stopped. It like started screeching and jumping, and I took it out of gear and it moved to the edge of the road." So I'm like, were there any lights come on or nothing? And she says, "No, just the normal ones." And I'm like, "Which ones?" She goes,
What?
she says, "The one that says the engine is running and the one that says there's oil pressure."
Oh shit.
And I said, "That is not what those mean." And so I pull the dipstick, and she must have been running synthetic because when I pull the dipstick, a little cloud of smoke comes out of the dipstick tube. I pull the oil fill cap off, and black smoke starts rolling out of that. And I was like, I know what happened. And the oil cap was so hot I could barely touch it. So I'm like, yeah, when's the last time you had the oil changed? And she's like, it's a Toyota. You don't change the oil.
Oh, no.
Okay.
And I'm
I
like,
like that.
I know what's wrong.
Yeah, a loose wing nut behind the steering wheel.
Oh, that was a good time. Yeah.
Hey,
and then-
seriously, we're gonna have to hang a sign up in the shop that says "Turn the gas on, dummy," because for like the last 2 months, at least once a week, we'll have a customer come in and pick a bike up, and then they'll be on the phone, just 5 minutes later, something like that. "Hey, I'm broke down, blah 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 blah," and and then we've got the diehards. They'll push a damn motorcycle, a couple of blocks back to the shop, and sure as shit, we'll walk out there, blink, problem solved.
I don't know. I've ran out of gas before and instantly knew that something was wrong when I reached down to go to the reserve, and for some reason I couldn't turn it any further because it was already there.
Yeah,
So I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I've gotten rid of the last.
that's a moment of clarity you don't
Yeah.
want.
Yeah. I haven't had a bike without either an idiot light or a gas gauge in probably 12 years. And it's one of those things you get used to. You don't know you're missing it until you get it. And then it's like, how did I ever live without this? So instead of having to, what's fun is I still reset my trip meter every time I get gas. Just to tell. Because some of these
Yeah.
self-correcting errors, some things never go away.
Right? I've
Yeah.
got a gas gauge on the roadie, but the thing
When you
is,
bought
it don't
this-
work half the time.
Gas gauge
When
on
I
the
bought
Dyna doesn't really work.
2021.
Well, I put a new
Yeah,
I put a
I
new
was gonna
sending
say,
unit in the roadie, right before I went to North Carolina, and the only reason I did that is because I wanted the stupid little light to quit blinking on the dash.
The Sportster, Steve.
But the Sportster that you have doesn't have one.
It's got an idiot light
You
though.
got it. It didn't have one because
It's got an idiot light though. So
but
it,
I have no idea. So like I have to reset the trip every single time.
I still do. It's just habit. It's like once bitten,
Yeah.
twice shy.
Good habit.
Because the idiot light could always break, which it did on that freaking the new fuel pump I bought when I got the new tank. After like 2 tanks full, the idiot light stopped working. So I put the old pump back in. Yeah, but still, it's just I love having a gas gauge. I love having an idiot light. It's that extra sense of I'm not going to fuck this up. But I still reset the trip meter
Yeah, no.
because you never know.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a good habit,
that's
man.
kind of the only way that I know.
And now instead of your trip meter, you can put it to how much fuel is remaining and just watch it slowly go down until you're within X amount of miles. Because you don't have to stop every hour anymore. So once you get within 100 miles, you can find your gas station, pull off, and fill
Oh
up.
well, shit. The frickin' the it wasn't the BMW. It was the old BMW, the R1100. So when we had the first BMW, the R100. It was good for about 100 miles on the tank. We got the Sabre. It was good for about 125 miles on the tank. And when we got the Silver Wing, it was good for about 100 miles. And then when we traded in the Sabre, sold the Sabre, bought the R1100 RT. We were waiting for the gas light to come on to stop. We're on our way to Kentucky, and it never came on. After about 200 miles, I was like, I gotta stop. I'm about to piss myself. So that was the first time I didn't have to stop because the bike wanted me to. We had to stop because I needed to. Because it went from the Sabre got shit. It had Cobra exhaust on it, which at one time it probably got about 50 miles a gallon. With the Cobra exhaust, it got about 30. So you were stopping like once every hour and a half. But with the BMW, the R1100 had a 7-gallon tank on it. You're not going to stop until you're hungry again. So it was like, that's when I started having to set the trip meter for 150 miles because we got to stop. We got to stop. We're not doing worse than this.
That's why all the guys with the original Concourse 1000 Kawasaki's, that's why they hang on to them things like they do, man, because they've got like a 7.5-gallon gas tank that rivals an ocean-going vessel.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing I did for the Sportster was I put a 5-gallon tank on it because it was like that thing sometimes is only good for 90 miles. So,
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Yeah. I don't see how these people run these 1-gallon peanut tanks. It was like, how do you do this?
Well, Angel's got a peanut tank on his Sporty, and there's been a couple times we've been to Orlando, and
With a chunk
Usually-
of hose in their pocket.
yeah, you ain't lying. I
Yeah.
keep a section of hose in the saddlebag on the roadie,
Yeah.
and I've had to
Yeah.
bail a couple of people out on that. But
Well, on some
usually
of
we
those
stop
high
about
tanks,
halfway
you
to
can
Orlando.
stuff it alongside the frame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The fun of a Sporty. I still love it. I should probably ride it this weekend. Maybe it's starting to feel unloved.
well, that's kind of like the Eliminator because my round trip, the way I normally go to and from work, it's right at 70 miles, and there's a little rinky-dink gas station, about a mile up the road from the house here. And if I stop there and I fill up, and of course, Tampa traffic, and it's a fun bike to ride, so I'm having fun with it. I'll go to work, and when I come back that night, usually within about a mile of hitting that gas station, boom, I'm in reserve on the Eliminator because it's got an itty-bitty little tank on it.
If it's fun to ride, you can forgive it.
If I was behaving, it would probably do better. It's so damn fun to have fun on,
Emmett. All right, we have spun into the nether regions, so we got a plan for.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we've got a plan for the weekend when we get to Forgotten Angels. Yeah, we're at 2 hours and almost 15 minutes. So just save everyone's time. So Gma, where are you looking forward to going while we're there?
I am really looking forward to seeing the Showman's Museum and what John and Mabel think that they should keep in their Museum of Art.
And where's the Donald and Mabel, blah blah blah. John and Mabel's Museum
Tampa.
of it's actually in Tampa.
In Tampa. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I thought it would be over towards Gibson. Is that how you say it?
Gibsonton.
Yeah.
Gibsonton.
But it's not. So I will get more details about that and just want to make sure that it's within the running for that.
Gibtown's where all the carny folk live.
I know. I want to go there too, just to hang out and drink.
I do want to go down Dale Mabry just to see what's changed in 25 years.
Shep did get me a T-shirt from that one thing in Gibsonton. That bike show or something.
Well, if you're exceptionally bored or you're just one of those weird people that likes poking around looking at weird shit, Webster Flea Market, that's a good one to hit up. They're not going to have a motorcycle swap meet that weekend, but they've got every damn thing else under the sun that you can possibly imagine.
What day is that on? Is it every weekend?
It's every weekend at Webster. Now, when they do the swap meet, it's the first weekend of every month. So we're going to miss that for, camp out weekend. But they've got the rest of the flea market going.
All right, Jim, I'll put that on the list.
Webster Flea Market, you said?
Yes. I mean, you can go to one booth and you can get like bootleg DVDs, and the next booth over it'll be like mummified chipmunk heads, and then the guy next to him, he's selling corn dogs. I mean, you name it, it's there.
I want a gas station Bowie knife.
I lost an earphone.
Yeah, plenty of those.
I want a gas station Bowie knife with a wolf's head on it, on the pommel. That's what I want.
If you want to go buy a slightly off kilter samurai sword, yeah, they've got them too.
A battle axe.
The curve may be in the wrong part of the blade, but it'll be curved.
It'll curve
I take back my
towards you.
ideas. I want to go to the Webster Flea Market.
I want to go to the Webster Flea Market. Absolutely.
Yep, that's where I'm going.
All right.
If you want to see some of the shit that the gypsies will drag out of the woodwork, go to the Webster Flea Market.
We're doing
That's
it.
exactly what I want. And
After-
if I buy something too big to take home, I'm going to need to leave it at your house, Joe.
After we go to the scrambled egg, Saturday morning scrambled egg run, and then we'll go to the Gibson Flea Market. Or
As long
Webster.
as breakfast is quick.
Webster. We will. We're going to leave everybody. Matter of fact, me and you'll go by ourselves. Fuck everybody else. We'll go by ourselves.
Okay.
And you get my
Webster-
biscuits and gravy
Well, you
and
can come with us,
my
Joe,
Bloody
if you
Mary.
want to.
Webster's roughly an hour ride north of Campbell, so it's not like it's way out of
Perfect.
bounds.
Okay.
Webster Flea Market.
Good enough.
Okay.
All
I
right.
am Googling that shit right
Let's go ahead and hit final thoughts. We're running late. Just a Biker Girl, you haven't talked much and you're not going, so we don't care what you have to say. Joe. Just kidding. Biker Girl. Go ahead, Biker Girl. Hold on. Let Biker Girl go.
Okay.
She's just pretty for this. Let her talk.
There's a leg. Shut up. Shut up. There's a leg. I can't
You
wait
know
to
he
see the
doesn't shut up.
I know, I said it anyways, though.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see the pictures that G-Ma's gonna take and share with us because she's organized. And anyways, I am planning on coming out there one day. I think this is awesome, you guys. I hope you have a really good time.
We will.
Where in California are you?
I'm in Mendocino. So I'm,
Okay.
3 hours north of San Fran.
I know, I don't know Mendocino super well. I didn't really go.
I want to go to the
past
Hearst Castle down there.
Colgate.
The Hearst Castle, more Central Coast.
Have you read that quote?
Yeah.
I have seen it from the coast. I actually didn't go up to the castle.
Looks beautiful.
It looks beautiful from a
Yeah.
mile away.
Riding down the coast looks a lot more beautiful than going and looking through some castle, though.
It is fantastic. It is amazing. It takes forever.
Yeah.
It's part of the charm.
Yep.
It is. It's gonna sound like complaining, and I don't want to complain because it's a beautiful ride. But there's not a lot of roads other than just Highway 1. So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
where am I going to go today? Oh, I'm going to go up the coast. Okay. Where am I gonna go
Exactly.
today? Oh, I'm going to go
Yeah.
down the coast. And turn
Yeah.
around and come back,
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
I-
missing the side canyons and, how everything connects.
I went to the Biltmore when we were back in, I think it was West Virginia, and the chick I was riding with had allowed us an hour to see it, which was kind of comical because I told her before we even left Tacoma that was one of my gotta go sees. Yeah, we were there for a lot longer than an hour.
Oh. I'll go to Hearst Castle with you. Come on down.
Okay, I'm holding you to that. Okay,
For real. It's gotta
Okay,
be a weekend.
cool. Absolutely.
Sorry about that.
Sure.
I got full.
What are you, old?
No, I so when I'm at work, we work with a lot of methyl salicylate or salicylate. It's very dry in there, so all day long you're like just drying out like a freaking prune. So I'm drinking water all day, and barely peeing at all. Then once you get home, you're still drinking. You got to eat. You're still drinking water, and you're still drinking soda and your Kool-Aid, and all of a sudden it catches up to you. And then it's got to get out. Like Hank Williams Jr. said, it's in the boy, and it's got to get out. So, you never heard that?
Okay.
It's a song called "Born to Boogie," and his mama
Okay,
said,
you can sing that at the camp out, right?
"Probably not." Anyway, it's a whole lot of talking.
Oh.
You've never heard "Born to Boogie" by Hank Williams Jr.?
No, but I'll put it on my list.
Anyway,
Ow!
What?
that's one of his best songs. Anyway, Joe, final thoughts.
Okay, final thoughts. Obligatory safety message here, folks. If you're riding long distance, do the obvious stuff. Check your tires, not just for pressure. Spin a little bit, crawl around on the hands and knees, put it up on the center stand. Look and see if you got any nails hanging out, fixing to bite you in the ass. Also, while you're down there, put an eyeball on your brake pads, chain, sprocket, belt, whatever the case may be. Make sure it's not marking its territory, abnormally bad. Let's put it that way, because we all got a few that do that. But just be smart about it. That way, you don't accidentally, overlook something that's going to screw up your trip.
The Street Glide is my first
Yes, Joe.
3-holer, so I may need some advice.
What?
Yeah.
I know. It's okay. I got it.
Well, I always go through the books. I see. Gma obviously is the first. Well, now Biker Girl. You say 3-hole around women like that, and they always assume it's just
no,
going
I
to be.
know exactly what a 3-hole is.
Yeah, because they're going to get me drunk first. Okay, whatever.
It's
And
just when you Google it that first time.
so I used to work on cranes, and cranes have what's called a Johnson brake.
It's an oil change, so to
It's not
speak.
fifth base.
Big cranes have what's called a Johnson brake. That's actually like a hydraulic lifting cylinder, and the lifting cylinder is called the Johnson thruster. And
That's funny.
the brake distances is called by its the circumference of the actual brake disc. So my supervisor's looking up brakes for the crane. When he goes look up the pads, he looks up pads for 12-inch Johnson thruster. Since he was a supervisor, he had no locks on his Google, and the stuff that started popping up, he instantly pulled the plug on the computer, freaking out. Calls the front office and calls IT and said, "I swear to God, I didn't know what it was going to come up, and y'all better come take a look at this." And
That's the worst thing you can do. Because then, it just shows that's the last thing you looked at. It doesn't show how long you looked at it.
well, this he was a very Christian guy, but he immediately freaked out, pulled the plug on the computer. It was pretty funny. He's like, "I swear to God, I didn't know that was what was going to come up." And the manager comes over and says, "What were you looking up?" And he goes, "Well, I was looking up brakes." And he says, What were you looking up?" And he goes, "12-inch Johnson thruster." And he goes, "Okay." He says, "Next time, look up look up the crane and reverse search and just put the part number in. But anyway, it was very funny. Who did we lose? We lost Joe.
Mountain
We lost
Jedi's
Joe.
phone lost its battery and died.
Okay, I was talking. Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
All right, so Steve, final thoughts. I guess we got to go to Steve. We killed his battery.
Final thoughts. I'm going to try to make it out there. I really want to. I kind of fucked up this summer in that I worked way too much. Way too many times watching the sunrise from my office. And it's, I need to learn to figure out more of balance, because it's not sustainable what I'm doing. But, you know, it's also now when you're responsible for other people's livelihoods and stuff like that, it's like, if you gotta stay till 2 a.m. because there's work, you gotta stay. But
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
get to ride as much nearly as. I mean, it's interesting because it's like
Yeah.
owning a motorcycle business or apparel business has almost nothing to do with riding a motorcycle. It's like you're a business in this industry, but that doesn't mean you get to ride all the time at all. Because as the business grows, and it has pretty significantly, it's it's gotten me to thinking like, I'll be 40 in 6 months, and I don't know where the hell that came from. And so,
We could all tell you.
don't say a fucking word about you're still young.
Yeah.
No, we could all tell
I
you.
swear to God, if I hear one
Yep.
word about
Nope,
But,
you're reaching the best part of your life,
it's-
honestly. It hurts.
really are.
It hurts, but it is the best part of your life.
like, hopefully, yeah, and get some perspective and do things like come out to release
You
the day,
kids.
or at least a night, and then, yeah, I mean, like it's like I feel like I'm 16, but somehow 39.
I'm 55 and feel the
But
same
it's
way.
just-
So
it's just that, like,
Not quite 70.
yeah,
and still act 16. So yeah.
There you have it.
yeah, but it's difficult
I feel you,
because when you're
Steve.
right in the middle of
Yeah.
a business that's doing well, and it's like, people always say, "Oh, go home, man. Like, just take a day off." It's like, cool. So you're gonna do my job for me?
Yeah, but they can't, can they?
And so you just,
Yeah.
yeah, nobody can. There's so many different things. So
Yeah.
I was actually watching your video after Raiders the other day, and I got FOMO because I was like, God, that looks like fun. Because I just don't get a chance to go out.
It was fun.
And it looked fun. Like well, I mean, you guys have different roads than we do. I think
Yeah.
that's part of the appeal. But it was just like, fuck, man, I need to, this coming year, I need to really make more time for the things that I need to, that I enjoy. That, I mean, like, I like the job, but
Yep.
it can't be considered my life.
Yep.
I think I'm enjoying my life more now because I realized
That's my
I've got
thought.
to start doing for me, not for everybody else. There's people that I want to include in this big part of my life and do great things, but you've got to be happy for yourself or you'll never make anyone else happy.
That's very true. Yeah.
It's true.
It's like they
If you're
always.
not happy, nobody else will be.
Well, it's like every marriage counselor, any preacher will tell you if you can't learn to love yourself, you'll never love anyone else. If you can't make yourself happy, you can never make anyone else happy.
Yeah,
So-
that is something that I gotta learn.
So take the trip. You've already bought the bike, now take the trip. Weren't you going to buy a Road Glide here a while back? Weren't you thinking about it?
Yeah, the 2024, but there were too many issues with 2024.
There's always another one down the
I'll
road,
probably
Steve.
wait. I might buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I might buy Blair Snipes throttle blips bike.
What's he got?
He's got a Buell, but he's done so many mods to it that the displacement and the speed is just phenomenal. I've just seen it run, but I like it, and he's selling it.
Nice. You
Okay.
like it, and he's
But again,
selling it, and
do I
you can
need
make it happen. You
another
should do
bike?
it.
You need a tour bike. You need a touring bike where you can
It's like
get off and
it
leave
was-
for a weekend and take a long trip and come see people.
I don't think having another
That is
bike
true.
is a matter
Yeah,
of
that
need.
is-
I think another bike is what makes you feel
well,
happy.
It's like, yeah. Well, if I use it, and I'm always of the opinion that like you buy the bike that you are actually going to use, and for the purposes
Yeah.
that you're going to use it for. So if my
Yeah.
main rides are, in the back mountain roads in my area, then I'm gonna stick with my street bike from 07.
Yeah, those are
bike.
great bikes.
Super fun. Love
They're
it.
great bikes. Yeah.
Yeah. The Sporty is a little torquey for me
Yeah.
because I'm not an ultra heavy guy. It's not an ultra heavy bike. So,
Yeah.
it's still a fun bike. It's still a beautiful bike, but I like my dyno a lot. So
Yeah.
unless I'm going on I plan on going on touring, I'm always of the opinion don't buy the bike you're not going to use for its intended purpose.
Right. Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just where I come in. Otherwise, it's just having a bike to have a bike.
I have a Ninja that I will
Wait.
probably never actually use. I'll probably ride it, but I got it just to fix it up because I thought I wanted to. Once I get it running, I'll sell it, but it's just for now. It's just a project, and it keeps me happy. So, well, I mean, to your point, you get the bike that does what you want it to do. I think the Ninja, all I want it to do is be broken where I can fix it. Kind of like getting a girlfriend.
And that's-
I just want to fix
that's
it.
As good for
I know it's
reason.
broken.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There will be no change.
All right, Doug. Final thoughts.
Live healthy. Don't go too fast. Get the
Where's fun in
girlfriend
that?
first. As she walks through. No, I like that philosophy. It's not just about having the bike. I love those guys out there that buy the bike and never ride it, and I'll buy it from them 3 years later for cheap. I think that's great.
And how? Yeah, look at this. So, wait till you see this
Oh, I got my
Street
Road
Glide.
King.
This Street Glide has a SNS engine, SNS exhaust, SNS intake. It's was originally had a 107, now it's got a 114, and it only had 12,000 miles on it.
I paused the video.
I'm like, holy crap!
Yeah.
Yep.
And they've already put in a massive amount of money into it. And they somehow think that ups the resale value.
Yeah. And it was all professionally
Yeah.
done. It runs so good.
On all these upgrades. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's a gorgeous bike. I love it.
But
And you could tell they had a garage boo-boo on it, got some scratches on it, and thought maybe this is not the bike for me and sold it. Now I have it. No, it is the bike for me. I have to unboo-boo some scratches, but the bike is phenomenal. I learned Wednesday it actually has LED lights all underneath it, under the tanks, under the bag, under the swing arm and stuff. I don't know how to turn them on because apparently that burned out and they didn't know how to do it either, so they don't work. So, but I can fix that.
Get rid of that crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like,
that's the thing about owning a business is
Boogie lights have no place on a motorcycle.
You know, you're gonna work.
They don't work anyway.
Hours.
Make them go away.
And those guys that don't work a lot of hours, they own a
I want to hear
business,
what Joe's.
being successful. So, you know, I get it. There's times like that got to go around. I learn a lot from just getting on here, listening to all you guys talk, and it's like, yeah, wow, I don't want to make that mistake. The one thing to add to what Joe said is, I have some bad habits when I'm doing a once over on my bike that I need to get rid of. And I learned that on the last time when I actually took my bike into Harley to get serviced, and they pointed out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yep. Phone down.
hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I've got
My bad.
some bad habits and looking at stuff, and yeah, they pointed out like 3 things that I didn't even notice. So before I do this trip, for the first time before I do this trip, I will be taking it in and having them check it after I check it, because I don't want anything to go wrong headed to Florida.
Well,
That's it.
I was nervous the first time I went, and now it's like, all right, make sure it's got oil in it, make sure it's got gas in it, check the air every time you get gas, and okay, cool, let's go.
I've never made it past Texas. 5 tries, 4 or 5. Well, there's the one wood that I didn't even make it out of the state, so I don't really count that one. 4 good tries to get back there, and it didn't happen. So this time, I don't even care. I'm getting there, one way or another. I'm getting there, and I have no idea where to go once I'm there. So we'll find out.
I know.
Shit, we'll figure it out, man.
Show up. Well, show up. Have something to sleep in, unless you're gonna sleep in like an Airbnb somewhere around there. But yeah,
Jerry said I could crash in his RV, but we got to get it running first.
see you, Neil.
zipper.
So these LED lights, I took. Somebody else actually noticed it first. A guy that, Angry Mike, and he says, "Yeah, there's lights under there." So then I started looking at it, chase the wires back. They go up under the seat, pull the seat off, looking around to find the activator little pad. Follow back, batteries hooked up to a common. I'm like, and the light comes on the control pad, but it's like, then I started thinking, well, if something doesn't work and it's got all these wires, and there's a million wires on this thing, and I'm like, eventually one of these is going to burn through, and I don't want it to burn through on my way to Tampa. So yeah, so this weekend, I'll tear in and get it out of there, but.
Just for curiosity's sake, the little brain control box on that thing, does it say like XK Glow or something like that on it?
I'd have to pull it out and see. It's got a big red light that goes into like a giant plug with 4 wires coming in one side and 2 wires coming out the other side, and then it's got a pad that like has like a pressure switch. I'm assuming to turn it on, unless there's another switch or a tab somewhere to flip that I haven't found yet. I don't know why it's not coming on, but either way. So if something that's glowing and doesn't still come on, and the switch says it's on, just makes me nervous to have it on there, because that means it'll probably burn out and burn the battery up or something somewhere on the trip that I don't want it to. And I'd rather not be on there than to be there and not working.
Well, and also a lot of those systems, they tie into your brake light lead to where they pop on red whenever you hit the brakes. And if you have one of those controllers melt down, it'll actually backfeed into the brake light circuit and it'll blow a fuse.
Sweet. Pretty sure my brakes still work. Yeah, you're right. Take it off. Get it totally off.
I honestly, whenever I have somebody come into the shop asking about those things, I tell them there's 2 kind of people with boogie lights. There's the kind of person that will actually think about it and think, this isn't for me. And then there's the other guy, he's just deadlocked, dead set. That's what he wants, and you ain't going to talk him out of it, and he'll be back in the shop within a year having to take them off.
I hope they're easily attached. I hope they're on with some kind of double-sided sticky glue or something, and not like super glued on, because you never know.
They usually stick on with 3M tape. I mean, a little bit of goo gone, a little bit of heat gun, you're good to go.
Yeah, either way, even if I have to, the lights are almost hidden. So even if I just got to take the wires off and cut them, the wire is what I'm worried about. I'm worried about it melting through or something, and burning out, either burning the battery down or just draining the battery. So
Yeah.
yeah, and now that you've said that about the brake lights, now I'm super conscious about it. So they're coming off tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, has everybody got to say their piece yet? We have really drugged this out. It's been a lot of fun, but this was a 2P break broadcast. So you're welcome, everybody.
Well, I'm
You don't keep a
glad I
jug
got to
under
see
the
you guys
bed.
enjoying
What's up,
this.
man?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, you got to give me a call about something too, Steve. Something you called me about at midnight one night. You got to call me about that because I found something out. So for now, let's find a good.
Now we're not all curious and want to make. You okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, call me when we're done here. But for now, though, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Let me take it to number 6. It's my favorite outro. And I'll see you guys on the next broadcast. Be good, everybody. And if you can be anything, be nice.
Until something happens.
There's a dog dancing.